Can't have stock.
You're not going on, right?
Oh, shit.
Are you on?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm telling you.
I didn't mean to go on.
It's okay.
There's nobody here yet, I don't think. Nobody here. I can turn it back off.
No, it's all right.
I'm gonna end the stream. I ended the stream. Oh, shit.
What did you do?
Wait.
Justin's got to finish his suspension.
All right, somebody just popped in.
I have no idea what we're going to get.
It's Joe Balls, Agent 89, Casey Arnold, Fubar,
I wasn't ready.
Colin, Zeitgeist, John, Austin, Jacob, Mustang Marvin, Oklahoma, Camp Buzuz, I can't even make that out, Mookie, Robert, John, Roscoe, Carlos, Lunar, Devin, Simply Fred, Dante, Fubar, thank you for all you do, my brother. Jesse, Brady, Johnny, Casey, cult leader, yeah, all right. Well, Brady's Garage, Code Red. Wow, you guys are fucking flooding in here. Slow down a little bit. I'm gonna have a stroke. Fubar the Axe. It's Fubar the Axe. We got the best mods, man. These guys are awesome. Greetings, New Zealand. What's going on, Roman? You know, I swear to God, this is like my favorite part of the week. Like Sunday night, I look forward to Sunday night now. I always hated Sunday night. When I was a kid, I want to tell you something. I hated school. So this is the guy's honest truth, right? I hated school so badly that I loved Friday afternoon, like Friday, evening. And I loved the first part of the day, Saturday. But I hated Saturday night because the next day was Sunday. And I despised Sunday because the next day was Monday and I had to go back to school. That's how bad it was, right? So like in my mind, like for the last half a century, like, Sunday's been like, oh no, fuck Sunday, right? But it's like, ever since we started, doing this and hanging out with you guys, it's like, I love this shit. Why are you laughing? Uncle Kathy's laughing at me. Well, you got to get over here and read this, baby. Brady, you bought one of those hoodies? Awesome. I haven't even seen one yet. Was the quarter mile story true? Yes. Barry Petard, which was one of the Mutt brothers, is the guy who I was talking about in that. But yeah, that was very true. Gonna use this as a sleeping aid. No problem, man. I use fucking NyQuil. I'm a NyQuil addict. So yeah, go for it. Oh, Lewis, Uncle Tony, Kunkletown, Pennsylvania. Want to know if you can make a video on how to store your classic cars for the winter? Love your channel. Bless you, my brother. Bless you, brother. I don't store any of my cars for the winter. I drive them. Like there's no winter in my. I mean, even when I lived in New York, But no, I don't store anything, so I can't really. I couldn't speak from a first-hand, experience on that. Roll up your windows.
Hang on.
Where should I get a job? At the place that pays you the most money for the least amount of work, man. Go there and get that job and tell them I sent you. What's up, William? What happened to 8 o'clock? I accidentally hit the fucking button. That's what happened. I accidentally hit the button. I was trying to back out of it, and then people started popping up, and I was like, okay, well, here we are. Where can I get a Manhattan Speed Shop shirt? Uncle Kathy, where can I get a Manhattan Speed Shop shirt?
Okay, so since I didn't do the template for it, and I don't have it in the store yet because I just don't have time. It's very time consuming. What you can do, go to the store, order a UTG shirt, and write in the note that you want the Manhattan Speed shirt.
Okay, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Well,
and then send me a message too. Email me, uncletonysgarage.com, and say this order number is a Manhattan Speed Shop t-shirt.
Lower the TV just a little bit?
Yeah.
Just a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh, God, okay. I'm sorry. What happened to the sleeper? What sleeper? Do I remember? Hemi Inc. Oh, fuck.
What's the matter?
It's hard for me to do
I'm
this.
trying. I'm not
I know,
ready.
I know.
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to see where I
So
can
it's
get
more
it.
about selling parts?
I don't want to talk about selling parts.
Okay, which Line 6 is the most reliable? What year?
They're all pretty reliable. The 170, the 1960 to 69 170, I would say is probably the most reliable out of the bunch.
Satchel McQueen says, hey, from Rome, Georgia.
If a swan and a duck fuck, does that make it a swuck? Yes. Yeah, where have you been? Didn't you read Dr. Seuss when you were a kid? Fuck the swuck?
Will you help me part out my 70 Barracuda?
No. What's going on, Devil Dog?
You don't do that anymore, right?
No, I don't sell parts anymore.
Tony, can Uncle Kathy make those shirts in black? Which ones? The Manhattan Speed? Yeah, everything is black.
They're all black.
Any white shirts. If you want a Manhattan Speed shirt, they're all black.
It's going to be black with white letters. You know ACC Garage, so how away? Oh God, I don't even know what that means.
ACC Garage.
Yeah, but I don't know what he's talking about. He knows ACC Garage. Okay. Yeah, ACC Garage. He sent me a hat and some stickers. What's going on, John? John's wearing our brand.
Okay, so hey. Hi from SoCal. Over the bus. Thanks, ACC Garage. Okay, have you ever heard about using one compression ring in the queue and drag racing to reduce friction?
We tried single ring pistons on the top fueler actually once. I think we made it about, I don't know, about 150 feet before it just melted the fucking engine. But I mean, other people had used them, pretty successfully. Your 7-year-old went to bed crying that he'll miss Uncle Tony's garage. Why'd you put him in bed? Let him stay up. Bring him back. When is a sweatshirt going to be available? I don't know, man.
There's a sweatshirt on the YouTube channel, on the YouTube store, on the shelf. There's a sweatshirt.
National treasure. Why do you guys keep calling me a fucking national treasure? I'm not a national treasure.
People love you.
No, please. I love you guys. You have no idea. Good question. On a 4-barrel Summit 600, do I set the idle with primary blades? The closed primary is used as secondary open? Yeah, no. I don't even know what the secondary opening adjustment is. But if you have too much secondary adjustment, you've got too much of the transfer slot covered before you get into it, so you'll end up with a little bit of off idle stumble.
What is your opinion on the future of paper car magazines?
They're dead. They're done. Over.
Aren't we going to do one? Didn't we talk about that today?
Yeah, well, we were talking about, because I'm a firm believer, like if the whole crowd is going in one direction, you go the other way. So since all of these magazines are going out of business, maybe it's time we start a magazine.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I think so.
Roll up your windows.
Lunar Outlaws Garage. Uncle Tony, I'm very excited. Just about to hit the 1,000 mark. Thank you and Uncle Kathy for your suggestions and just being awesome.
Nice.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
Go subscribe.
Yeah, everybody, if you haven't, check out Lunar Outlaw Garage. And the same thing I say every time we do this, okay? If you've got a channel that you make it down. If you've got a channel that you want to promote, right? Put it in here. And guys, go check out that channel. And you can leave us. We're gonna be here for hours. We'll be here probably till midnight. So just go ahead and if you got a channel that you want to promote, put a link to the channel, and guys, go check out that channel, like it, subscribe. Let's build up the community here. What's going on, Mexican? Hobos and commies. Yeah, hot hobos and commies. ACC, yeah, you have a channel.
You ready for a question?
Sure, let's have a question.
I have a stock 383 in my 67 Charger with original 2-barrel carb and manifold. Will bolting on a factory 4-barrel carb and manifold make a noticeable difference without doing a cam, etc.?
Yeah, it's probably worth like 20 horsepower. There is no difference in the cam profile in the 67, 68, 60, 66, 67, 383, 2-barrel, 4-barrel. It's the same camshaft. But yeah, just bolt it on there. John, that's too much money.
Yeah.
Thank you,
1970
John.
car magazines equals UTG 2019 car magazines equals horsepower
Horsepower TV. We probably have 1 million subs. Horsepower.
Horsepower?
Horsepower. Who doesn't want to see horsepower?
Hey, it's not nice. Swamp Rat. Thank you, Uncle Tony. I got my 1100th box in the mail today. It's my final piece of the Dodge Dart I bought from you.
You guys that don't know, Swamp Rat is my brother James. He lives up there in New Jersey. Canadian Deegan. Hey, Tony, you're a cool cat. Deegan, I'm only cool because you recognize me as being cool.
All right, so we do the magazine?
I don't know.
Okay. You should start a Mopar magazine. Hey, Uncle Tony, what's going on with Project Bottle Rocket?
She's just parked walking out the winter. There's no sense in doing anything with the car right now. It's just the next step is to take it to the track and actually start making laps with it. I don't think you guys want to see a video of us just driving around the neighborhood in Project Bottle Rocket. So she's just parked. We're working on our winter projects right now over the next 3 months, right? Or that Slant 6. We want to get that Slant 6 built and in the car so that when the track's open in the spring, we're ready to go with the Slant 6 Dart. Bottle Rocket, of course. And in January, we're going to start on the Ram Charger. So what else is there? Is there anything else? There was something else. I don't remember.
What we're doing.
I don't know. We have so many fucking. We have too many projects. I don't even know what we have, to tell you the truth.
Hey, Tony, is it possible to get 30 miles per gallon from a small block Chevy?
Of course it is. Yeah, but you have to build it. You have to build it for that purpose. Lots of low end torque. The right gearing, very lean carburation. I mean, that's where a lot of guys like HEI ignitions are very big on HEI ignitions. When you're looking for gas mileage, that's your best friend. Because you can run super lean mixtures and open the gaps way up and use an HEI. That was the whole purpose of HEI.
Hi, Michael Bragg. When's he
Michael
get his car
Bragg.
back?
Oh shit! I completely forgot about your car. I put the plugs in it. I put the plugs in it the other day, and today I was going to button it up, just throw the points in it and all of that, and I got sidetracked. But I'll get it back to you tomorrow. I'll get it back to you tomorrow.
Okay. We've been a little busy. Okay. Do Chrysler K heads have an advantage over standard treatment heads when it comes to airflow?
K heads, you're talking about the 64, 65 race heavy head? They're identical castings to the X heads, with the exception of the footprint of the valve cover gasket. You can always tell. You can tell a K head immediately because it has the front edge, the edges of them are straight, and the street hemi head has that arch in the end.
TNC Productions, Kathy, never got my cookie. I'm not making everybody cookies.
You told me everybody was going to get a cookie.
100,000 people.
You told me everybody was going to get a cookie.
It's a lot of cookies for me.
It's 104,000 cookies. It's not a big deal. Look what Santa Claus can do. You think? Please.
I was promised a cookie. Wait a minute, we're getting cookies? No, I'm not baking 104,000 cookies. I love you guys, but that's just not possible.
I love them more.
Okay, you love them more.
I would give them a kidney.
You only have 2.
I would give them a kidney.
Okay, all of them?
If they needed one.
All right. Totally possible. Any recommendations who can rebuild a 91 Dodge Stealth engine in Michigan or Midwest?
No idea. I don't even think those things are rebuildable. To tell you the truth, I mean, I don't know. Questions. Give me questions.
Okay.
Question me.
Cookies.
Come on.
Cookies and kidneys. Where are the chicken boots? Oh, they're put away right now. I'm not wearing.
She's not wearing her chicken
No, I'm
boots.
not wearing chicken
And I'm going to
boots.
take my boots off because
No, don't take your boots
I have
off.
to take my boots off.
All right.
Ow. What's the most difficult thing you guys do in your life? The most
You want me to
difficult
take your
thing
shoes
is
off?
taking my shoes on and off. I've broken so many fucking things. I've crashed so many, like I had so many motorcycle crashes, and like the act of I swear to God, it's easier for me to like pull an engine out than it is for me to take my shoes on and off.
Uncle Tony, how much do you like the Mustang Mach-E?
Yeah, it's a rolling fucking cell phone shaped like a salamander. I mean, what's not to like? I love it.
You love it.
Yes.
Hey, Kathy, there's no Manhattan Speed shirt on the website. How do I get one? Okay. What happened was I lost my templates, so it takes time to make the templates to put the shirt in the store, so I haven't been able to do that.
Wait. Zero just asked me a question about his BBD. I gotta go back to this.
Let me finish answering.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and
forget.
I'm gonna find.
If you want a Manhattan Speed shirt, go to the store.
Oh shit.
Get a UTG shirt. And there's a place you can leave a note and just say you want Manhattan.
I can't get back. I can't find the BBD.
Hang on,
question.
I'm looking. I'm scrolling.
I love BBDs. BBD is my favorite carburetor in the world.
What was the question?
I know they don't make any horsepower. You can't make any power, but I love BBDs.
There's a BBD question?
There was a BBD question.
I'm looking.
And Uranus broke off. What's going on, man?
What? No party trade tonight. I can't find the BBD question. Just type it again.
Oh man.
We'll answer something, Tony.
I see this happens. I zone out. It's Brian McBang shift. What's going on, brother man?
Brian.
Yeah, Zero asked it. Zero asked a BBD question, and then like I don't know how to fucking go. Oh, okay. Hey, boss, my car to BBD is bogging down on a light hill climb. Any help? It's probably float bowl related. Let me tell you, they're very sensitive. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Sunshine. Hang on one second. I'm going to get back to this in a second. All right. Okay. BBD, right? Okay. All right. If it's bogging, I'll almost guarantee, right? If it's bogging down on a hill, I'll almost guarantee that you didn't put the washer between the needle or the seat assembly and the float bowl when you put it in. If you don't put a washer in there, or if you put too thin of a washer in there, what happens is it actually doesn't let the floats come as high as they want to, because that's, you know, the seat assembly, you know, it contacts directly against the floats. So if you're bogging down on it, if you've got like a situation where you're going up a hill or it seems to be running out of fuel right at certain points, try putting a thicker washer between the seat assembly and the float ball.
Is that it?
Yeah, I love BBDs.
Mr. Shine, 1971.
Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry, Mr. Shine.
My slant 6 block says A225.
Okay.
115.2. Under the number 1 cylinder. Can't figure out what year it is. The car is a 65, but the block is blue. Any ideas?
Oh.
Thanks, Tony.
Yeah. Okay. How do you tell what year it is? Okay. So if it's the latest block, 81 to 87, it's going to have a crow's foot holding down a distributor instead of that plate that's on the. Okay. So if it started out blue, it's going to be 1970 through 71 or through 81, 1970 through 1980. Oh God. You know what? I'm gonna have to Google that. If it's a peanut plug head, okay, if it's a peanut plug head, meaning it takes a 5/8 head, it's 1976 or newer. And if it's got jewel tubes and it's blue, and it's going to be 70 through 75. Okay. I hope, I don't know if I answered your question or not. I hope I did.
Thank you, Roasted and Busting Low Parts. Okay. Mr. Shine says the head is red.
Well, I mean,
Difference?
yeah, somebody probably swapped around.
Hey, Tony, what do you think about doing a cheap 440 build, say 440 horsepower for $1,000?
You know, it's possible, but again, see, like, you guys come up with a lot of really great ideas, but you gotta understand, we're limited to the cars and the stuff that we have here. I can't just like say, oh, I'll just start a new fucking project and then go buy another car and then you know start putting an engine together. It doesn't really work like that. We're kind of limited to working with the cars that we have in our own fleet, unless somebody brings us a car and says, hey, let's build this or let's do that. You know what I mean? So if somebody brings me a 440 and like, you know, the loot to put it together, you know, yeah, we could definitely do low budget 440 stuff, but
That'll go in the magazine.
yeah, should go in a magazine.
Straight six fan. Thank you. Stock low compression 2-barrel 302 and a 78 Fairmont. What to expect and throw a set of GT40P heads? You worry about not rebuilding the bottom end?
I mean, I would do a compression test on the thing first. You know, if the plugs don't look like they're oiling at all and you got decent compression, then yeah, I mean, I would just leave the bottom end alone.
I am not singing DMC Productions.
Why?
I'm not singing Christmas carols.
I'll sing them a Christmas carol.
No, I
One Christmas carol.
100,000 cookies.
Guys, do you want to hear her sing
No,
Christmas carols?
I don't sing, guys.
If enough of them say yes, then you're gonna have to
I
sing.
will bake the 100,000 cookies.
You would rather bake the 100,000 cookies?
Dare me to bake 100,000 cookies.
I know you'll do it.
You know I'll do it.
There goes all the money we've made from YouTube.
Right. 100,000 cookies. That would be expensive, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta ship them.
Well, they'd have to be really tiny, like this big.
Just send everybody a chocolate chip.
Right.
104,000 chocolate chips.
Right. But the postage.
I don't have a 440 core engine laying around. Yeah, I got a couple of 440 core engines laying around, but I don't have a car to fucking put it in. I've got every car that I have that takes a big block has got a big block in it currently.
Very shaped cookie. I'll take an Oreo. Shout out to Missouri Watch.
Have I heard about cutting power rings into intake valves? It rings a bell. I think I read something about that in like Stock Car Racing magazine, like maybe around 1980. But I'm really not familiar with it. It rings a bell, but I'm not familiar. I would say that it probably doesn't have much value because if it did, it would have become a common. That's the thing. Like there's a lot of like stuff that people tried like over the decades, and you say, well, you know, what about this? What about that? And it's like, well, if there was any value to it, if there was any merit to it, it would have taken over as part of like a standard, you know, procedure. You know, there's nothing when it comes to internal combustion engines. There's nothing new under the sun. There's no ideas that any of us can come up with right now that Peugeot engineers didn't come up with in like 1912. So, you know.
How's Proud Dodge Garage? Uncle T, are you a fan of the Turbo K cars at all?
Oh, I love them. I absolutely fucking. I'm a K car freak. I don't own any, and I don't plan on owning any. But I absolutely love those cars. There was a what was it? It was like an 82 Reliant that we found on Facebook Marketplace.
Recently?
Yeah, it was a couple of weeks ago.
Like for 250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David Heckler doesn't like the Jews.
What?
Yeah, he's saying yes to Jews.
What?
David Heckler.
I didn't see it.
Guys.
What?
Full bar. What are we doing, John?
Whoa. You know what? My feed is slower than that feed,
Oh,
so it didn't come up. I didn't see it on mine. They'll get them. All right, ignore them. So you guys get snow down south. We've gotten snow a couple times. No, we get like an inch all winter. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Fubar can't see him. All right, hang on.
Oh, he blocked Fubar?
I'll do it.
Oh my goodness.
I got
You
it.
got it?
Yeah. Oh, he goes.
Yeah.
He goes fast.
I got him.
You got him?
Well, no, wrong guy. Hang on. Oh.
He's fast.
No. Just hide user. Hide
No,
user.
just why don't you just remove him?
Hang on.
Okay.
Stop telling me what to do. Remove. Okay, I removed it.
Okay. That was good trolling though, David. I got to tell you, because you managed to get around our mods.
Yeah, well, I guess maybe he blocked them all.
Yeah.
Wow, John didn't see him either. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right. Hey, Tony, what's your opinion on the Aspen Florida?
They're good cars. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, they're not bad.
Let's see. What did Lee Iacocca do for Chrysler?
What did he do for Chrysler?
Yeah.
I mean, aside from the reorganization and helping to get the government to like bail him out, not too much, but.
Not too much?
Well, I mean, he saved them, you know what I mean? But it's not like he did anything. Well, yeah, but his reorganization, his restructuring led to the minivan, especially. The minivan is really what saved Chrysler Corporation. But I mean, that's his biggest accomplishment, is getting the government to send him money.
Richard Lincoln, hey, no hating on any fucking body here at our channel. That's right. Let's see. Tony, I have an 82 Grand National that I want to store with my friend. It's in pretty rough shape. There's some heavy rust through the trunk and in the bay. Do you think it would be worth saving?
Probably, yeah. I would. I mean, those are common things to us, and I'm sure those parts are available.
Let's see. We saved Chrysler with the minivan. Yeah. I've got a TF2 shift kit that I like better than the Turbo Action full manual forward powered valve body. Oh, maybe he's answering somebody else. Let's see. So much fun, Uncle Tony. I want a 67 Chevelle SS 427. If I win Powerball, I will commission you to find one and build it for me. How much do you think it would cost?
Win Powerball, and let's do it. I look like I hit your pipe. I'm gonna tell you what happens is I try to read the questions. Like, I'm okay for a few minutes, like reading the questions and stuff like that, and then I zone out. It's like I get. I wish I could explain it to you. You know what I mean? It's like it's just part of my fucking ADD autism fucking deal, and I just lock up. That's why I need her to read the questions. Read me questions. I'm gonna look at the questions. I'm gonna sit back here.
Okay.
And I look at the screen.
Help me make a can choice for my big block for BMW drift car. Okay.
I have no idea,
Ready?
man. I mean, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Distance on factory rods, factory forge crank, block deck to 0, assembly fully balanced, deck closed, chamber heads.
Okay, so you got a nice combination. It's a quench
use?
motor. What cam should you use?
It's a drift car.
I couldn't. I know honestly. I mean, I'm thinking for a drift car, you're gonna need like consistent power in, like, let's say the 4,000 to 6,000 RPM range, like right about there. I mean, honestly, That's a question you don't want to ask me that question. You want to ask a cam grinder that question. I would call any of the Hughes. Give Hughes a call and tell him what you want to do with that. I can only guess. I can't give you solid information on that.
Okay. Have you ever had a 60s or 70s Dodge D100?
60s and 70s. Yeah. Yeah, I had a.
Turn you on. No yawning.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've had one or two over the years.
Okay. Let's see.
I have to sit a different
You're
way.
sitting.
I know, but wait.
What are you doing? Is that better?
Yeah, I have like arthritis in my fucking right hip. So it's like.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What kind of car is in the picture on the wall? It's a Barracuda.
68 Barracuda.
Have you all considered doing a car show or Day of the Dragon as an event next year, 2020?
If somebody wants to organize it, we don't have time to organize it. I mean, like we don't have time to do anything like that. If somebody wants to organize something somewhere within, let's say, 100 miles of the Nashville area, yeah, we're all about it. But we just don't have the time or the resources to organize anything like that.
How's the Ram pot?
We're going to start on that in January. It's just sitting there in front of the shop right now.
Opinions on the Grand National?
Nice cars.
Nice cars?
Nice cars.
Yoga poses.
What happened?
You need a harder couch. Yeah, maybe.
I do. No, seriously. I.
It's all right. Don't complain.
This time of the year when it starts to get a little. I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining because they see me in the videos, right? And I walk like I'm fucking drunk. You know what I mean? I walk like I'm drunk, and I sit, and I'm always like fucking, trying to move around. And you gotta understand, like I have been busted up really badly many times over the course of my fucking life.
Some physical therapy.
So this time of the year when it starts to get cold, it's like I get stiff and like things start to like lock up. So I'm sitting here now trying to keep my hip off the fucking couch.
You all right?
I'm fine.
Okay. Merry Christmas, Pete Donardo. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Those darn hemorrhoids.
No. It's arthritis.
All right, what's your opinion on the 1983 Shelby Dodge Charger?
What's my opinion on 83 Shelby Dodge Charger?
Did we have one?
We had one. We had a, no, that wasn't a Shelby.
It wasn't?
No, that was just a Charger 2.2. They're fun cars. They're fun cars. They were like handling cars, like, and that's not really like my thing. You know what I mean? So it's like I never really got to use it in the spirit in which it was intended to be used. You know what I mean? But they're fun cars.
Hard Times Wrenches. I'm looking to stream soon. Car talk mostly. Can I share your stuff to attract people to your channel? You forgot more about Dodge than I've learned.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I mean, feel free to use anything that we have.
Well, except like those people that downloaded our videos and shared them as their own.
Oh yeah, well that's all right. Yeah,
there's some crazy people out there.
If any of you guys want to share any of our videos,
trademarked on our video. You put a stamp, they put a logo on our video, and I'm like, oh my god, what are you doing?
Yeah, if any of you guys want to share any of our videos, like, I mean, honestly, just feel free, knock yourself out.
Well, not on YouTube, no.
Well, no, if they could share it on YouTube, we still get the view credit for it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, some people download our videos and upload them as their own.
Right, yeah. Exactly, yeah. Share whatever you want, knock yourself out, but like, give us a little credit.
Right, don't put your logo on a video.
Because we got this one video that's got like 100,000 views out in like out of our realm. They stole the video.
They cut it up.
They cut it off. They made it themselves.
Yeah. Logos on it. And I was like, oh my god. All right. What car do you most regret getting rid of?
Oh Jesus! I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna fucking spray paint on the wall behind me over here. The answer to that question, right? Because it's like.
What is it?
My 72 Roadrunner 400 4-speed. That's it. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I just watched your Cold Start video and I'm dying laughing.
You like that, huh?
I never got that either. Subs. Also pet those dogs for me.
Which
Did
one?
you tell them the story about that video? That we really didn't know that it was a thing? Like, we're so naive.
I'm not naive. I just never knew that that was a fetish.
Right, like we were mocking it just cause.
Yeah.
But then we found out later that it was actually a thing, and we were like, oh my God, it's a thing.
We shot the video, right? We shot the video. And because what happened was, who was it that was helping us out? Oh God, what was that channel? John Rainey. Chop Underground, right? Yeah, was helping us on when we first got started.
Send us that letter.
Yeah, and so he sent, right, he sent the message saying, you guys should do a video with Cold Start in it, And I was like, okay, and it's like, and when I joked around at the beginning of that video, and I said, some people like to poop on their chest and shit like that, right? I didn't at the time we filmed it. I didn't know that it was actually a fetish. Yeah. I didn't know it was a thing. So after we like, we
like, all right, this is weird, but okay.
Yeah, we sent the video.
Make fun of it.
And the first couple of comments came back, and they were like, weirdly like
there was some
sexual, right?
And we were like, what's going on here?
So what is So I Googled it, and it turns out it's this thing,
It's funny. It was funny.
We came so close to pulling a video. She was like, "Get that video down! Get that video down!" I was like, just let it go, just let it go.
Yeah, it's all right. I got a field of 80s Dodge trucks. Need anything? No. I need a bunch of stuff.
I'll be into that in about a month when we start work when we're in on the Ram Charger. Right now I can't think of it off the top of my head. We need an earlier gas tank, like an 85 or so gas tank. But I figured to just buy one of those news. They're kind of cheap.
Can you do a video on converting lean burn systems on 80s Mopars to regular? I'd be interested.
You don't need me to do a video. Just take a non-lean burn distributor and plug it in. That's really all you have to do.
Tony, do you like spam?
Do I like spam? You mean like the
extra emails? No. Or the meat?
No, I don't. I wouldn't eat that. Ow.
All right. It's meat.
No, I don't. I'm really picky. I'm like super picky with my fucking food.
Are you ever gonna get that Roadrunner out of the garage?
She just asked me that today. She's like, "When are we taking that Roadrunner out?"
No, I didn't say it like that.
Well, that's how I heard it.
Such a jerk.
That's how I heard it.
I didn't say it like that.
So, when are we taking the Roadrunner out? So,
I didn't say it like that.
I know.
All right. Loving this plant 6 bits. Thanks, Corey. As picky as you are with food, do you like Taylor ham / Taylor pork roll? Do you even know what that is?
Pork roll? No, I'm not going to touch anything. It's just like generic pork roll.
Good.
That's lips and assholes and gums and pork roll. You know what I mean? No.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
I don't come up with it. They do.
How does the track in a clinic work?
Oh, Jesus. These are like, that's another one. I'm just going to carve this stuff into the wall behind us.
Okay. Uh-oh, someone's in the bathroom while they're watching live.
How much of your fleet is tagged and insured?
Some of it.
I only have basic liability, and we just swap it from car to car. Whatever car we're using on a regular basis, I just swap it from car to car.
Stop. Let's see. Have you ever driven a Wayne car?
Yes, I did. Actually, I did a drag test in Mopar Action Magazine on a Hemi Daytona back in like 19 something or other, like
it's on the website.
Hundreds of fucking years ago. Yeah, it's on the website. If you go to UncleTony'sGarage.com, there's the whole drag test I did on that Daytona.
Thank you, Stephen. Oh, sure.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thanks, Eric. Let's see.
Eric, I just answered that. Yeah, I did a
thanks,
drag test
Eric.
on a 69 Daytona, Hemi Daytona.
Serious question. No, I'm fine. Let's see. I can't read like this. Hang on. Tell me, read a question. I can't read like this.
Okay. Dog attack in the, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Ow!
I can't read any questions.
What are the dogs' names?
This one is Lily.
Lily,
This one is Maggie.
Maggie,
And
Darla,
there's Darla over here.
and Papa.
And Poppy is asleep on the chair over there.
Okay. Let's see. Are electric cars really the future?
No, not even close.
Any thoughts on Raceway Park being gone?
In my mind, Raceway Park's been gone for a long time. I feel bad for the local racers. You know, the guys who have to now they got to go to Adco or Island or anything like that. But as far as I'm concerned, Raceway Park died a long time ago.
Okay. Are there any advantages to the Stagger Fire V6?
Are there any advantages to it? None that I can think of.
Dude, you're from New York City. You don't know from Scrapple?
Yeah, I do. I know not to eat it. I eat white meat chicken, no dark meat, just white meat chicken. I eat only good cuts of beef, and I eat bacon. That's it. That's
The only meat you eat.
yeah.
Bull, you eat sausage?
Well, yeah. Okay, I do like sausage. I do like pork sausage.
Such a liar.
And salamis. I like salamis.
You speak Italian?
I do not.
Just the curses.
Just the curses.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to race the new electric Mustang?
With what?
Mm-hmm. Salami is the deli meat.
I believe that it is.
What's in salami?
Not lips and assholes and gums like hot dogs.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I don't know. Let's see. Opinions on Mustangs, 94 to 04.
Not the Wolford doggo, no, not the heckin' pork boy.
Hi.
I don't know. Roll up your windows.
I'm so angry. You're doing a frightened. What?
Oh, Lily has to go out. Hang on, I got all the girls out. You got it? Okay.
How much power do you think I can make with the closed chamber heads on the Drift Car 440?
How much power do I think you can make with it? I mean, it depends. The closed chamber is good because, you build a quench motor, you know what I mean? That's providing you building a quench motor. If you got zero deck and you're using let's say a 20,000 gasket, 22,000 gasket, you're building a quench motor, so that's always good. But I mean, there's no extra power to be had from a closed chamber head. It all depends on the porting, how good a port do you have? And that I don't know.
At what horsepower does a street car become a race car and stops being a street car anymore?
There is no horsepower. There's no cutoff as far as that goes. In my mind, a street car is a car that gets driven on the street, and a race car is a car that gets driven at the track. And for me, a street car becomes a race car when you're going to take it to the track. It's.
What's your favorite B-body bull car?
I'm going to go with the 66, 67s.
What are your thoughts on Sleeper 78 F-150?
I think it's cool.
You think it's cool?
I think it's cool.
Let's see. Please explain reverse piston offset. Confused on spinning piston 180 and moving to the other way.
All right. If you're confused about that, just picture the engine as being, instead of being in a V, just picture all of the fucking pistons in line. Okay. Because the piston doesn't care if it's in a V or if it's straight, right? So just keep in mind that the piston or the rod is oriented to the crankshaft cheek. Okay, there's a chamfer on the side of the rod that faces the crankshaft. So when you swap it to the other side, right? If you don't turn it around backwards, then the orientation to the crankshaft is wrong, right? So that's why you do that. That's why you take it from the one side, you turn it around, and you stick it on the other side. It's just has nothing to do with the piston itself. It has to do with the orientation of the rod now. If you're going to press the pistons off the rods, you're going to pull the pistons off the rods, and you don't have to do that side to side. Just turn the piston around. But if you're not going to remove the piston from the rod, then what you do is you swap it to the other side and you turn it around backwards.
Joe or Gus, need one more quote. This time I blew myself up, starring the National Treasure, Uncle Tony. This one time I blew myself up.
I blew myself up many times.
Not many.
Well, one time in a laundry room, but many times here and there.
You've had near blow ups.
No, I've had some pretty fucking.
No,
Okay.
exaggerate.
I'm not exaggerating. There have been many times things have gone off on me. I had a battery explode on me once in my face, but that was.
There was a time I almost blew up the block.
It was a time I came close to blowing up my whole block. Yes.
And killing us all.
Loki needs reported. Who's Loki?
Wait, let me look. Hang on. I'm scrolling.
Thank you, and Uranus broke off.
Stay away from Whoa, okay.
What happened?
Here.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I found it.
Funniest injury? None of them are funny when they're happening to you, man. Probably I burned a hole in my dick with a big giant piece of welding slag.
Okay.
She got that right. That's the truth.
Thanks in Uranus broke off. Send you $5. Okay. All right.
How accurate do I have to be in welding in a frame rail? You know, pretty accurate.
Sean, you have a screenshot? Okay, good. That was not funny. No. Okay. All right. Mickey Mouse, what do you think of the late 90s Suburbans with Vortec 350? Thank you.
I love the Vortec 350s. Those are amazing motors. I mean, Suburban's a little heavy for it. It just depends on what you want to do. No. I got the full thing. It was just bad timing, bad position. I was just crouched in just the wrong way, and I was welding a frame on a truck, and I was only wearing a pair of like really thin work pants and commando as usual, and
I'm talking to Mike. They're in Mount Pleasant. Okay. No.
Now, are you talking to him about this ding dong?
Yeah.
Yeah, just ignore. Okay, just ignore, because people say and do things for all sorts of fucking attention, and the more attention you give them, you know what I mean? It's like you get riled up or whatever, and you're giving them what they want. So like, just never happened.
Yeah, no, not necessarily, not that.
How do I feel about the spider injection harness on the Vortec? That was a dumb idea. I mean, I love the engines. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, that spider injector setup was just that was just a dumb idea. Do I think it will be hardness error to get a good job without college? There is such a shortage right now of hands-on people, of mechanics, machinists, electricians, welders, tradespeople like that. That no, if you've got any sort of mechanical skills, you don't need college. College will only set you back. You know, instead of going to college, find a company, a business, a person, a shop that you can apprentice in, and get your education that way. Artificial, the two-port injection system. The TPI was an awesome setup in its day. You know, it was cutting edge, and it worked very, very well.
Go ahead, read.
Okay, I'm trying to answer Pete Ryan question at 1920. Oh geez, I don't know. Yeah, because I try to read this stuff and I fucking zone out.
Okay. Do you have any experience with the annual booster 750 Holly double pumper?
Yes. I think I got one sitting on the shelf inside.
I would like to send my firstborn to apprentice at Uncle Tony's garage.
No. I just thought about that, James. No, thanks. No.
Patrick wants to apprentice for you. Can I come apprentice for you?
Do you live here in the immediate Nashville area?
Can you tell about the Barracuda Savage Car?
The 69 440. That was a dealership. It was a dealership. They built like a dozen of them, I want to say. It was mostly a cosmetic thing, though. I think it wasn't a 440. I think there was one 440, an M code car, and I think the balance of them like 340 or 383 cars. But it was just a cosmetic thing. It was a dealership in the Midwest someplace, if I remember correctly.
Do you have a viewing platform at the shop? A viewing platform?
Sometimes I stand on my tippy toes.
You have a ladder, right?
I have a ladder.
Yeah.
I have a ladder.
A step ladder.
I have a step ladder too. I have a regular ladder and a step ladder.
Yeah,
if that's what you mean by
fancy.
viewing platform.
You're so well equipped.
Do I have an ET go for the ranch or just a cool hot rod? Just a cool hot rod. Just a cool hot rod.
Okay. What's your opinion on swapping a 360 LA into a right-hand drive Subaru wagon?
Say that one more time now.
Oh, wait, I don't want to lose it. Where'd it go? What's your opinion on swapping a 360 LA into a right-hand drive Subaru wagon?
I have no idea what the engine compartment or steering limitations of the Subaru are, so I couldn't give you an opinion on that.
Okay. Ever built a 351 Cleveland?
Yes.
This is a short answer. Yes. Yes, I have. What? Let's see.
I'm gonna let the girls in. No, I gotta walk. I gotta get my up. No, it's seriously locked up.
4-volt main engine good for a daily driver?
Yes. No difference between a 2-volt and a 4-volt main. Come on, go.
Ajax 750 CFM. Thanks. Hey, Tony. Great knowledge on the half-hour special. Taking a trip in a week, I will be in your neighborhood. What's the possibility I can pay you and Uncle Kathy a visit? And I have some low-pro parts I can bring as gifts.
Oh, I don't know. We got. There we go. Oh, this is much better.
Are you laying down?
Yeah.
All right. What's going on in a week from now?
I don't know why.
Oh.
What's going on in a week? Oh, all right. So there goes comfort.
I don't know. Message us in a week when you're here. Because like our schedule is like.
I have no idea what's going on from one day to the next.
Yeah, message us like when you're here. And we'll see if we're.
Well, before, just give
Yeah,
us,
we're right before, yeah,
throw us a message the day before.
okay. Corky thinks he can guess which dog is barking. They all bark all the time.
This is Darla.
This is Darla. Can we have a cookout at your shop if I bring the steak?
Only if you bring a full tenderloin.
Okay. Let's see. Did you twist any wrenches today?
Yes.
What did you do today?
I changed the alternator on the swinger.
Okay.
I got underneath to the back of the car trying to find where that popping noise is coming from. It's driving me fucking crazy.
Okay.
You know, I didn't do anything fancy. I just dicked around with the drivers.
Let's see. Are you aware of the turkey ride in Florida?
Yeah, I'm aware of it, but I've never been there. I've been to Florida, but I've never been to the turkey ride. Look, I'm rocking back and forth like the insane.
Yeah, don't do that. Do lower compression, big blocks tend to like more total timing?
Yes. The timing is more a factor of bore size than it is anything else. So like for instance, a 4.34 inch 400 would be happy at 36 degrees the same way a 4.25 inch 383 would be happy at like 34 degrees. So ignition, optimum total timing is a factor of bore diameter, mostly.
Jay's World of Rod says, should I smash my Edelbrock off my S10 with a hammer? Please tell me how to fix this junk.
I don't know what it's doing. I don't know what it's doing wrong.
Mm.
Way too vague.
Okay. What do I drive? Daily, usually the Swinger or Mrs. Landy, the 64 door. Let's see. Tony, what is your opinion on a 78, 79 Ford Bronco?
I like them. What's
They're
not to like
popular
about
now,
them?
right?
Yeah, they're hotter than fuck now.
Yeah, super popular.
Yeah.
Uncle Tony, I love the video you made the other day with parting out cars, but how do you decide what car to spec? Are there certain things you look for? Where do you buy them?
Generally, if I'm going to part a car, there've been a lot of cars that I didn't buy because they were too clean. I saw that they had too much potential, right? But I'll buy cars if I know I'll part a car if I know this thing isn't going to find a home. Like for instance, that Duster that I was talking about, the rust-free one, that thing had no title, no VIN. The VIN had actually been removed from the dashboard at some point, and all of the soft parts of the car were roached. So I knew that car wasn't going anywhere. But generally, I look for cars. If I'm going to part a car, it means that its overall condition is generally such that it's not going to find a home.
Okay.
And no, I don't part cars anymore. So don't put in any parts requests or anything like that. We used to part cars. Now we do YouTube.
We have some parts.
I have some parts, but they're just scattered all over the place. Beef brisket? No.
That's cheaper than a whole tenderloin.
Yeah, I don't care. No, tenderloin, and it's got to be a whole tenderloin.
It's crazy expensive.
I eat like 5 pounds by myself.
That's why you get it like once a year.
Right.
Jeremy Crocker. Greetings from the oil fans.
Thank you.
The best car channel on YouTube. Happy to support. Thank you so much, Jeremy.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Let's see. Derek from Vice Grip Garage just got a 74 Duster. Did you see that?
I saw that. James wants you to do a caricature
Of what?
of famous race drivers with their favorite rides wearing Uncle Tony's garage shirts. That's not a bad idea. You do Jenkins wearing an Uncle Tony's garage shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not blasphemous in any way. No, when do I have the time to do that?
Harry, what's going on,
Nothing
brother?
happened. What's up, Harry? Next spring, whole tenderloin you getting, Tony.
All right.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Dan Sandy Court, okay, let's see. Dale Road Sales Company is still in business, okay, no, that's not a question. I'm still entertained, I brought you with me to the little boys' room, and yes, I washed my hands.
Oh, don't tell me you watched us in the fucking bathroom, man. No. I mean, if you're a chick, that's fine. You know what I mean? Take us in the bathroom, take us in the shower. It's all good. Thank you, right? But if you're a guy, don't. Okay, just have a little respect for the UTG fucking.
You're crazy.
No, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I don't want naked fucking guys.
All right, so they're not naked.
They're in the fucking bathroom.
Relax.
That's the problem with the internet.
Mike Johnson, thank you, Mike. He says, thanks, guys. Thank you. Let's see.
Oh, Mike, thank you, brother. Thank you very much.
I'm trying to find, let's see, where to go. I'm trying to find a new radiator for a 63 Dart. But all the radiators I'm seeing listed for 64s. Are the radiators the same on the 63 and 64s?
Yes, 63 and 64 is the same. It's an 18-inch core.
They're hard to find though.
Yes, they are.
They're not everywhere.
No, I have a couple of really hammered ones that
You just save them because.
Yeah, and I keep repairing them. I have two of them that are in rotation in Mrs. Landy because they're both fucking shot. But yeah, I can't find any. And I'm not one. I don't like the aftermarket radiators. Like I don't like to use one of the aluminum
Really,
radiators.
you don't like anything that's not stuff.
So like I'm forever like soldering that radiator back together again. The radiator weighs about 75 fucking pounds now. It's all solder.
It's not pennies.
There's pennies in there. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff.
Let's see. Good evening. Have you had to ship doors and or fenders?
Yes.
If so, do you have any tips to make it easier to ship outboard parts as such? I love to read on putting parts.
Okay, A-body doors are a snap.
They're
Okay.
easy.
Yeah, they're really easy. Take the glass out, take the guts out, okay? And then just take the door, literally, just wrap it in cardboard, put an address on it, and send it. That's all you got to do with that. Fenders are a little tricky. Fenders aren't, they technically, they shouldn't go because they're just over the limit, but it all depends on how you measure it. So, fenders are hit and miss, but doors are super easy. Just wrap it in cardboard, out the door it goes.
Good night, ATC Garage.
Good night, ACC.
Did you say fenders are easy to wrap?
No, it's the fenders are hard to.
Oh, yeah, they're hard to wrap. Let's see. My dad used to crimp off the tubes on his old tractor radiator and solder it back up. Rather
Yeah.
solder than brass now. Yeah.
Yeah, I do that too.
I drive a Lincoln Mark 8. I have a 4R70W from 1998. I'm powering it with a 4.6 liter 4B. Would you recommend changing over to a TH350, TH400, or upgrading my forward drum on the 4R70W?
I couldn't give you. I'm sorry. I couldn't give you a straightforward answer on that. I don't know enough about it.
Thank you, Ben. Ben saying $5.
Thank you, Ben.
And a dancing
pear
pear
with a nipple on its head.
No, it's a hat.
Oh, it's a hat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. What does it mean when an 8 3/4 inch rear and has keyway hubs? Is that good or bad?
It's bad. You're gonna break them. You're gonna break. Yeah, those keyway axles are weak, very weak. Not the axle itself, the Woodruff key. I have no idea where and changing the brakes on those things is a real pain in the ass too. Yeah, if I were you, I would get away from, unless it's just a stock regular daily driver. I would get away from that whole Woodruff key thing.
Okay. Skep 419. Rear main seal leak under load. 69 Dart T LA 360. What does it say?
If it's leaking under load, you've got a faulty breather system.
Yeah, it says 2 breathers / PVC. Try different seals, positions, new blocks / rings.
But it leaks under load?
Yeah, here. Leaks under load. 600 Dart GT LA 360 EDEX.
Okay.
Each one 16 CP pistons.
Two
And
previous
propane to
PCV.
be this, yeah.
What's your oil pressure like on that engine? I'm thinking you've probably got a clearance problem, a excessive clearance at the back of the motor where the crank is moving around. I can't imagine what would, if you've got a good breather, fresh rings and all that, the motor, I can't imagine what would be pressurizing the crankcase enough to cause that leak. So your only other option is a physical issue. There is one thing, okay? If that motor originated, or if the crankshaft originated in a marine application, whereas reverse rotation, the knurling on the crankshaft is going to be backwards, and that will cause a rear main seal leak.
Ski is on. He wants to know if our Christmas
What's up, Ski?
lights are up. No, not yet.
If what?
If our Christmas lights are up, not yet.
No, not yet.
Did you ever go to the Wedge Inn in the Bronx for street racing?
No,
I never heard of that.
that was before my time.
Was it?
Yes.
Do you think, since there will be hardly any car magazines, do you think it would be hard to start a magazine? How hard would it be to do that?
The hardest part of doing anything in magazine publishing was distribution. You had to fight with all of these other titles for retail space. And now, like all of these magazines not being there anymore, I would say that if you were so inclined to give a print magazine, a chance, this would be it, because the retailers need to fill those spaces. So all of the old bullshit that used to happen with the distribution, because there was the publisher, it was all payola. The publisher used to have to pay the distributor for to actually get out there. But now with so many magazines being taken off the market, I would say that this would be a really good time to try to get into it, if you're so inclined.
What size auto block would you recommend for a 3-3 big block 4-speed car?
An 800. Your starting point for CFM is twice your starting point. In other words, the smallest carburetor you're gonna want to see is going to be twice the cubic inches. So a 383 rounded up to 400, an 800 Eddie is probably the where you want to start. But I tell you, the 383s run really good with 850 Hollies.
Did you ever want to be in the Olympics?
No. This is Poppy, by the way. You guys never see Poppy. She's old and she's always sleeping, and she's usually like punched into that chair over there, but now she's out. And here's Darla.
Okay, can the keyway hub 8 3/4 rear end be upgraded to be stronger?
Yeah. You could sort of swap. You just swap the axles, and the backing plates are different, but the housing itself, I believe, is the same. So you should be able to just, or just get a set of like Dr. Diff axles, for that application and swap them in there.
Randy McLean says, reversing piston subject. Can the rod be left on same journal, just press piston on reverse?
Yes.
If using new slugs?
Yes.
Have you ever had U-joints that were too big, too tight? Put U-joints in my Dodge, now I got horrible vibration. Joints are too tight, don't move freely.
Well, what that means, you probably knocked one of the pins over. Take it apart. When you put it together, you probably, one of the pins fell over, and it's not completely. What's happening is you get the width of the pin, right, holding the U-joint to one side, so it'll vibrate like fucking crazy. As you get to like 30 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour, and it'll really vibrate, especially if it's a front U-joint.
I have a question. A barn find 3 hasn't been cranked for over 20 years.
Okay.
What should we do first?
Usually, I would say just give the cylinders a good coat. If the motor's free, right? Just give the cylinders a good coating of like WD or PB blaster, and down the intake too. Rotate the motor a few times and let it sit for a day before you actually go ahead and start it. But since it's a big block Mopar and it's so fucking easy to pull the intake manifold off because you only get 8 bolts in the intake manifold. I would pop the intake manifold off and the valley cover off and give the cam, take a can like SGP or Lucas or anything like that. Any of the additives that have zinc in it, right? And give the camshaft a good, it seems like it's a little bit of extra work, but like I said, like I wouldn't do it on a small box pain in the ass, get the intake manifold off on. But since it's a big block, I would do that. I would pop the intake manifold off and wet the camshaft and the lifters down before you go to start it.
Any worries for classic cars in the rust belt? And do you have any tricks to fight against rust?
Just clean, man. Just clean. Just don't let it's the salt getting involved with the dirt that's under there, and then the moisture as you drive it. Just clean it. Pressure wash it if you can. That's it. Just keep it clean. I'll be right back. I got pee in the bowl. What?
Is that what you say?
Oh, they're still with us. I'll be right back. Ow! Ow!
All right, Tony. Oh my gosh, guys. All right. Okay. Have you ever auditioned for the Chippin sales? Tony has not, David. All right. See, David, you get timed out for that. Thanks, Rubar. The internet killed magazines. Pretty much. What's up, Michael Grace? Roll up your windows. What are you cooking for Christmas? I'm going to do Christmas Eve. I'm probably going to do a tenderloin, steak, and fish. Because we do fish, but Tony doesn't eat fish. So maybe calamari, maybe crab sauce, stuff like that. Eggplant parm. Oh my gosh, she's on my hair. Ow. Okay. All right, thanks. Sorry, guys. I am petting her. Is it safe to jump my 68 Charger over hills like Bo Duke? No, it's not safe at all. Don't do it, Don. Let's see. Dog took the wrong spot. Hi, Tony. Mrs. Tony Lady. What's up? How long have you and Uncle been together?
I gotta fucking lose weight, man.
Yeah, you're fat.
I just saw myself in a mirror.
Since 82. You just noticed yourself now.
Yeah.
Too much pizza.
I gotta lose weight.
He's back, guys.
Holy shit.
Are you the real Uncle Tony?
No.
Or just that?
We're an incredible simulation.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Doggo looks so dignified, sitting in Tony's spot. Yeah, they always do. Do you think a 383 Auto 64 four-door Fury 3, perfect paint, and no rust running and driving is worth $3,500?
Fuck yeah. Definitely.
7?
Yeah. $3,500?
Yeah.
For running, driving? Yeah, definitely.
Once you go.
Hey! Oh, dog fight.
What is that about? Dog fight. Oh my gosh. Dog fight during the live. Okay.
Maggie's getting really intense here.
All right, guys. Pull it. Hey. Pull it. No.
Maggie's got her balls twisted. I don't know what happened here.
All right, Darla, get down.
But put Darla.
You got her.
I got her.
Hold her collar.
I got her.
She's gonna try and flip it. Darla, come here. No. Darla, come here.
Give them treats.
Come here. You want treats? Okay. Darla, come here. Crazy.
This happens every once in a while. This is like kind of normal, believe it or not.
All right. Outside. Get outside. Go out. Come on, guys. Come on.
All right, leave them outside, right?
Yeah.
And give Maggie.
What is your problem? What's your problem?
Okay,
Sorry.
we're back.
They've been fighting lately. I don't know why. All right.
That happens, you know. It's like you get four girls together. It doesn't make, the only thing is, doesn't matter. They
This
could be
just
humans.
started-
They could be dogs. They could be cats. Doesn't make any difference. You put four
they
females
started
together.
doing this- No, they started doing this last week, and I don't know what's going on with them. No. All right.
Thank you, Dart.
That was fun. Oh my gosh. I'm so behind. Okay. It's not funny, Lionheart 0808. It's just almost in the middle of a dog fight. I don't like being in the middle of dog fights.
They had one yesterday. It was crazy.
They're insane.
I picked up Maggie by the tail. I was holding her like this, and she's still.
She's being really bad.
Yeah, Maggie's got a bitch
She's
streak.
throwing
It's like,
them
oh,
all for some
yeah.
reason. I don't know what's going on with her. All right, car questions. Rebuilding wiring harness from other harnesses is annoying / fun. Do you do that?
yeah.
I do all the time.
Yeah.
Showroom condition 1993 Ram Charger 2-wheel drive. Value?
Say that one more time.
Showroom condition 93 Ram Charger 2-wheel drive. What's the value?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, go to Haggerty's or one of those, you know, I couldn't even guess.
Okay.
Well, cat fights, you don't even break up. Cat fights, you just let them do their thing. But dogs, you got to stop them.
Oh, have the dog being attacked looked at? No, they're all fine. They're healthy. It's just she's trying to like bully her way to the top for some reason. She's about, how old is she now? Like a year and a half?
Maggie's too.
2?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's challenging the other dogs. So
She's spoiled. I got to tell you,
she's not in the #1 position though. So she's super spoiled and she's just antagonizing the other ones now. But the other dogs are healthy.
But look at that face.
She's a brat.
She's an angel. She's my sweetheart. I love her.
That's why she does what she does, because she's spoiled her. All right.
Beautiful things are supposed to be spoiled.
Okay. Vacuum gauge tuning with air filter on or off for best reading.
What?
What? Vacuum gauge tuning with air filter on or off for best reading.
Shouldn't make any difference.
Tips for running PCV valve on non-baffled valve covers.
Make a baffle.
Do you use zinc additives or do you focus on using a specific oil for the older engines?
I use Shell Rotella as a base for everything, and then I'll add. I mean, just depending on, you know, okay, for an engine like stock valve springs, let's just say like a slant 6, 318, even like, you know, like a regular low performance, you know, a standard 383, 440. The amount of zinc that's in Rotella is plenty, but if you're getting to an engine that has more valve spring pressure, it's all about valve spring pressure. The higher the valve spring pressure, the more zinc you're going to need to keep that relationship between the lifter and the lobe happy. So that's pretty much it. Just think of it that way. You know, the more valve spring pressure, the more zinc you need.
Brian Brinker has a really great question.
Oh, good. I'm waiting for it.
If beautiful things are supposed to be spoiled,
Yes.
why don't you buy Uncle Kathy a car with AC? Thanks, Brian.
You know, I mean, really, guys, we're supposed to stick together, no?
Funny. Funny, Tony. Read the questions.
I can't read the questions. My ADD fucking kicked in again. Can I get more coffee, please?
Sure. What does the valve spring pressure have to do with the zinc content?
The more valve spring pressure, the harder the lifter is pushed against the lobe. So obviously, the more lubricant it's going to need.
You gotta read the questions. I'm in the kitchen.
Okay, all right, I'm reading the questions. I'm gonna read the questions. Yeah, don't dog. Thank you, Zero. Use Family Dollar oil. You know, believe it or not, for a lot of these cars, it's fine. 3 dogs and 1 cat. No, 4 dogs. And I don't even like to really recognize the cat, but we have, Kathy has a cat. Have I ever had the privilege of driving an Australian Holden Commodore? No, I've never driven an Australian car. No, I've never. I don't think I've ever driven a right-hand drive car. I probably have at some point.
What can you do to be a better mechanic? Are you just born with it, or can you school for it?
You have to be honest with yourself. There's a place for everybody in the world of cars, no matter what your skill level is, right? No matter what your inclinations are. There is a place for everybody in the world of cars. But are you a mechanic? Are you a body man? Are you an interior guy? Are you a painter? Are you, like there's so many different venues. Mechanical skill is something you have to have an extremely analytical. It's a brain wiring. You have to be extremely analytical, and you have to have that connection between your brain and your fingers to make it work. So it's not something you can learn. No, it's something that you have to be born with. That doesn't say that
It is something you can learn.
you can learn the basics of it, but if you're not naturally mechanically inclined, you'll never be a great mechanic. You'll only be just like I can learn how to draw a picture, but I can't be an artist because I don't have that eye for shading.
Well, practice.
No, it's like being a musician.
And it gets developed. You develop it.
Can you sing?
No.
All right. Well, I can't sing either. But
Right.
There are some people that are just
But if
natural
I
singers.
practiced, I would be a better singer.
You would be a better one. You
No
probably
matter
would be a
what
good
you
one.
do is what you practice and you develop it. You might not be born with the same skills as somebody else, but you can develop anything. I can teach you how to draw and you would be good at it. But you have to practice.
You got to have that mentality off the bat. He's right. You got to be like, well, you're just like, when you were like 3 years old, were you just taking shit apart just to see how it worked? Because that's, some people do and some people don't. And the people who rip stuff apart for no reason when they're little kids to dig in there and find out, this spring pushes against this and so on and so forth. When you've got that mechanical fascination as a little kid, that'll transfer as you get older into your mechanical skills. And other people don't, so no, I don't even know if I answered that question or not. The ADD kicked in again.
Can a 225 cubic inch slant be converted to 170 cubic inches? And what parts are needed to do this?
No, the block is different.
Yeah. Let's see.
You come, Drag?
Sure. Here you go. I went to A&P school with kids who had never changed their own order before. That's kind of silly. You have to like just do stuff on your own. Since I don't have catalytic converters, can I run zinc?
Yes.
Good night, Ricky. Let's see. Hang on. Have you ever installed a functioning catalytic converter on anything?
Me?
Yeah, you.
When I was, a regular mechanic, or as a regular mechanic, yeah, of course, I've changed dozens of catalytic, hundreds probably of catalytic converters. But no, have I ever actually put one on, like one of my own cars? No.
Timmy Ebert says, I don't agree. I've seen people work for a decade and still stink on ice. Not everyone can learn to do everything. You need to find a trade that is compatible with your hardwiring.
Well, that's exactly right. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
You can learn to do things, but that doesn't mean you're going to be great at it. You can learn,
Yeah, but I said that same exact thing.
All right.
Fubar just caught one. Good job, Fubar.
All right, Fubar. Okay.
I used to have Fortune Electrical, so did I.
That's what happened to you.
I electrocuted myself so much as a little kid. Like, I mean, it was like constant because I had this fascination with wires and shit like that. So I would concoct, I was like 3, I would concoct all sorts of shit. I like fucking lamp wires and fucking things and then plug it in the wall.
Didn't you fix your mother's washing machine or something?
Her stove, I fixed her stove when I was like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for real. You really did that.
John, do I leave EGRs closed and disconnect or use a block-off plate? I mean, it just depends. If I happen to have a block-off plate handy, I use that.
Tony, what are the best tools or brands I should get for a starter?
I'm a believer in old Craftsman stuff. If you can find old Craftsman stuff like from the 70s, the 80s, that's yard sales, garage sales. That's your best bet. They're cheaper. They're cheap. They're stronger than fucking shit. Craftsman.
Let's see. They sell Craftsman at Ace Hardware stores now.
Oh, hang on a second. Wait. Let's. I feel like my calling was. I can't GSF BBFFX. I can't even make out your fucking name, my brother. But anyways, I feel like my calling was lost ever since I got injured in the military. I'm trying to find a new calling since killing is a useless skill in the real world. Yeah, I agree. Killing is a useless skill. I mean, for the most part. One of the problems that people have, right, when they try to find the thing that they're calling, right, is that they go looking for it, and you can't go looking for it. If you go looking for it, you'll never find it. It's the thing that you automatically, aside from killing now, right? Take killing, raping, and pillaging off the table, okay? Minus those things, it's the thing that you automatically get drawn to thinking about. Your idle time. Where does your mind drift to? Wherever it is that your mind drifts to. If you look at colors, paint jobs, textures and shit like that, then your calling is going to be someplace in that range. If you're like me, I automatically start thinking about the relationships between valves and pistons and shit like that. So that's like my fucking basic calling. So if you go looking for your calling, you're not going to find it. It's just going to come to you. It's there already. It's there. You just need to let it come through. You know what I mean? Filter out all the noise. Filter out the blood and the killing and all the stuff that you used to do.
Yeah, what did you like when you were a kid?
Yeah, filter all of that out and just go with the thing that just you're automatically kind of drawn to.
When I was a kid, before I started drawing and everything, my favorite place was the Hallmark store because it was so colorful. Tony, I picked up a 69 Roadrunner 440 2 weeks ago. Your bids are priceless. Adjusted timing and she's a beast.
Oh.
Awesome.
You think you always enjoyed animals? Then by all means, man. That's
surround yourself with animals, and then you'll figure out what to do from there.
Go to the shelter. Uncle Kathy used to volunteer over at the local animal shelter over here. In fact, that's where all of our dogs came from, animal shelters. Do that. You know what I mean? You're in the military, so I'm sure you got a pension. You got some income coming in. So just to get your head into the right place, go volunteer at a shelter, man. Just go walk the fucking dogs, and get connected that way, and then
you'll find something.
You'll find something.
Yeah, just take steps towards the thing that you like.
Exactly.
And then something will pop up.
I wish you the best of luck, man.
Let's see.
I guess this guy Chad Eisman. This has got to be the same guy that was trolling before.
What happened?
Let me get rid of him.
I hate to see it.
Why do you love penis in your mouth?
Oh my God.
Okay, hang on.
Well, don't even read them.
Well, that's all right. Yeah, I'm gonna remove. Oh wait, that's only. I gotta actually get rid of them. Hide user. There you go.
He'll come back as somebody else.
Yeah. Bye, Chad. I do respect a creative troll.
That's not creative at all.
Well, he's able to. He knows who our mods are. See, Fubar saying I can't see him. So he's
they have to go out of their way.
He's trying really hard.
Really, he needs a life. Seriously, like how bored do you have to be? Standing foot just subbed and thumbs up. Awesome, thank you. We see trolls we can't, didn't show up. That's kind of weird.
That's right, we got him.
Thanks, Ben. Game over. Snoopy didn't see it. That's crazy.
Oh, off, Maggie, off.
There's some great interviews with Vietnam veterans on YouTube. Yeah. Good evening, Joseph. Did you hear that 19 print car magazines were canceled the other day?
Yes, I did.
It last week. I remember living for the car mags growing up. Sad, but a sign of the times, I guess.
Yeah, we made a post on the community section yesterday, I think it was, about that.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it later.
I'll get it. Anyway. Mike says, again, Tony, break out the band hammer. I have a background, lineman, electrician.
Thank you, Gideon. Thank you, Dart.
I can turn a wrench. How do I get better at troubleshooting a car if I'm a beginner?
What was that question?
Okay. I have a background, lineman, electrician, and industrial maintenance.
Okay.
I can turn a wrench. How do I get better at troubleshooting a car if I'm a beginner?
How do you get better at troubleshooting a car? A lot of it is intuitive. I think you've got to. It's one of those things. It's like you have to be around cars and engines with problems long enough, so your mind just kind of like starts putting the system, isolates the systems. Like for instance, okay, so you've got a drivability problem. Okay, so you drive in a car and it misfires. Is it a sharp misfire? Is it a soft misfire? If it's a sharp misfire, you know it's the ignition system, and now you start breaking that down in your head. It's all analytics, you know. If it's a soft kind of miss, then you know it's going to be like it's going to be in a fuel system, something to do with fuel system. So you start looking at those systems. It's repetition, it's familiarity, and it's repetition.
Okay. Thanks, Dorten. Thanks, Gideon.
Hey, Maggie.
Your vids are missing a crucial ingredient lately.
Oh no. Oh, Lamb Chops. He's busy with his channel, Lamb Chops World. I don't know if you guys. It's LAMCHOP. Somebody put a link up there, please. Lamb Chops World. No, he's busy. He's busy doing this thing right now. You're going to see tons of lamb chop as soon as the track's open. Value of a clean 73 dusted door. 73 dusted door is a 1 year only door. The inner structure is 1 year only. The window crank mechanism is 1 year only, and the glass is 1 year only. So that door actually is worth more probably than any other A-body door.
Any word from Stickman? He's supposed to start making videos again.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him.
Pork chops. Joseph M. Thoughts on side draft carbs for a slant 6?
People have used them. I've never, and I'm not inclined to do it because I have a stock of Holly, Edelbrock. My experience and everything is all, and I have the jets and the drop rods and power valves and gaskets and everything. I have everything I need to use, the standard carburetors on them. So that's why I myself wouldn't use Weber's. But people have done it. I mean, you can't argue with them. They're good carburetors. I just don't see myself using it, only because it would take that much more of an investment and that much more of a learning curve. And so that's the only reason I'm using it.
What's your favorite daily driver? If you could have any.
My favorite daily is probably my '67 GT. But that car has a lot of a lot of bad rust issues I got to deal with, so that's why it's just sitting in the back of the lot right now. But I would say that's probably my favorite daily driver.
What's the rarest mopar you own?
Oh, I don't know. You know that stuff. What's the rarest Mopar we ever owned?
76 pack Cuda?
71.
71?
I had a 71 six-pack four-speed Cuda, rubber bumper shaker car. We had a 71 Hemi Super B.
Those are the two rarest, I think.
Those are the two rarest.
Thoughts 61 Furious avoid Belvedere styling. Thanks, Anton.
They look like angry bugs. I mean, I love them. Thank you, Anton.
Let's see. Do you watch regular cars for breakfast every day?
No, I do watch it, but not for breakfast.
Do you have a feel-good car? Wrong or right, you just like being in it?
Yes. My '73 Roadrunner. Well, I got a couple of feel-good cars. My '73 Roadrunner. It was 344 speed. My '67 GT. I love driving that car. My box truck. The Dodge Caravan. I love driving the Caravan. It's just, it makes me happy. I have no idea why, right? But I would say that, yeah, those are my feel-good cars.
Let's see. Do you have any interest in starting a school for young people wanting to learn how to build a car and not just plug it in?
Do I have interest in it? No. This is
That would be a huge undertaking.
Yeah, this is what I do.
That's more than we could do.
Yeah, this is what I do, and it keeps me busy. I mean, busy. There's no when you do YouTube full time. When YouTube is your full time fucking gig, right? There is no time for anything else. Between actually making the videos, editing them, getting them up on, and conceptualizing ideas and putting it all together, there's no time for anything else.
Do you like working on cars more than you like driving them?
I really don't enjoy driving cars. So I guess the answer would be I like working on them.
I'm dying to know when the next Bottle Rocket video is. Best series on your channel, Mike.
Soon as the tracks reopen. So the car right now is sitting. It's good to go. So, well, no, wait, I shouldn't say that. We're going to do something with the camshaft in it. But as far as the actual configuration of the car, it's finished. It's in the state that it's going to be run at. So now it's just a matter of running it, and we don't have any tracks. It's winter.
How hard would it be to do an engine swap for a starter? What are the must-needs for one?
Oh, it depends on what kind of engine it is. I mean, typically, the only specialized tool you're going to need is a cherry picker, and you can buy those relatively cheap, like $175 for a decent one, and a floor jack. I mean, other than that, the rest of it is just hand tools.
Okay. Tips for making valve cover baffles.
Do you weld? What kind of valve cover is going in? Most of the cast valve covers have got bosses, that you can drill and tap, or some of them are even tapped already, that you can just put a piece of like sheet aluminum over it, just to make a baffle. If it's a steel valve cover, you want to tack weld it.
UT, where do you get the vintage looking speed shop shirts?
Uncle Kathy printed this one.
I make it.
Yeah.
Is the YouTube dollars decent? It's okay. It's enough to
At times, yeah. At times it's really
cover everything.
At times it's really good, and at times it's so.
Sometimes they're harder than others.
I honestly cannot complain. YouTube provides a good living, not an extravagant lifestyle. You know what I mean? You're not going to be fucking buying mountains and shit like that.
No.
But
You're not? Why?
but it provides a good living, you know, enough that we stop doing everything else and this is all we do.
Yeah. Let's see. When's the Uncle Tony bobblehead going to come out? I don't know. Maybe in the spring. We'll see.
You want to let them in?
I'm afraid.
I'll let them in.
Let's see.
Maggie's all mellow now.
Is she mellow?
Yeah.
All right, Tony, what's the oldest car you've ever owned?
Oh, oldest car I've ever owned. Hey, hey!
Hang on, guys.
Hey.
Hey. Maggie. Come here. Come here. Hey. They're interrupting our live broadcast. Oh, okay. Stop.
It's just normal chaos. We don't put on a show for you guys. This is like fucking home.
All right. We could put on a little bit of a show. This is a little chaotic.
Look, Lily, look at you. Look.
Okay. For pure reliability, hang on. For pure reliability, from the factory for my light duty pickup, would you prefer the 318 or the Slam?
Pure reliability for light duty. Probably the 318 is probably a better motor, better choice.
Okay. There's a lag. I just have a sec for you. Can I come over and help you with the Roadrunner? Which one? The blue one?
Do you live
Doesn't come out of the
close?
garage. Best way to set up the 46RH with a car. Hello?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you just blank out?
Yes.
Thanks, pump and greaser. Oh my gosh, what is going on tonight?
Oh, okay, there's a leg. You've got,
Yeah, I have a huge lag.
no, the huge leg is here. You're getting it before it pops up over there.
I am?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your most memorable hard street race? I'm talking old school grungy racing.
I know, man.
You know?
Lots of them. I don't really.
You know really what?
I don't have any of them that stand. People always ask me, oh, what do you remember about this street race? What do you remember about that Top Fuel thing? What do you remember? I don't fucking know. I just, I know what I do today. You know what I mean? I don't have any in particular that come to my mind.
Mr. Shine is saying there's a terrible lag. My phone's about to go dead. Yeah, I got 5% battery.
Oh, so read her off that.
It's harder for me. Do Magnum heads really crack as much as they say?
Don't worry about the cracks on those Magnum heads. The Magnum heads crack between the intake and the exhaust valves. People will drive those heads, drive engines with those heads for 100,000 miles with them, and not know they're cracked until they take them off and send them to a fucking machine shop. They're fine. That crack does not affect the seats, and it doesn't go into a water jacket. So don't worry about it. I'll take all the cracked Magnum heads you have.
Let's see.
Oh,
You right?
Yeah.
Last time you lost in your daily streetcar. Story time.
last time I lost in my daily streetcar?
I can't think of it.
I can't think of it either.
Uh,
My daily streetcar is really, really slow. Everything I drive, like, it's just really, really slow. So I couldn't even, you know.
let's see. Were any 340s painted blue?
Yes,
Let's see.
the 69 was turquoise. The 72 and 73 were blue. Well, actually, the 69 was turquoise and red. They came both ways.
Thank you, Fubar. There's a lot of crazy comments tonight.
Cool.
Yeah, like I'm reading and I'm like, what? Okay. Yeah, good work, Fubar. We appreciate it. Would you recommend building a frame as a first-time rat rod builder, or buying a small block and building the motor up and build the car around the motor?
I would say build the frame first. Build the frame first, but build it with the motor that you've got in mind, you know.
What years do Chryslers have the reverse lug nuts on one side of the car?
Up until 1970.
Oh no, Brian, your wife has scarlet fever? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hope she feels better. Have you ever worked on a 241 Hemi?
Yes.
Just yes.
Have I ever worked on one? Yes.
Can I just rip out all the emissions crap on the 86 Ram Charger 360?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, Papa.
So many trolls tonight. All right. Does your electroluminescence work in the charger?
No. No.
You zapped yourself.
I know. I got zapped myself really good with that. Those things are no joke. Yeah. No. Actually, I need a whole gauge cluster for that car. The gauge cluster is completely jacked.
Toast.
So I need the electroluminescent transformer, and I also need a
Do you
gauge
know how
cluster.
much it is to like restore those?
It's like $1,000.
No, try again.
I have no idea.
It's like $2,000.
$2,000.
Yeah.
I don't need a
It's a
restored
lot
one.
of money.
Right. I just need just one that isn't all busted up.
But the problem is they're all busted up.
Yeah.
What is my best bet to find a set of J heads? I'm at a dead end here in Kansas City.
Do they have to be specifically J heads, or will any 188 360 head work? Because the J heads, the O heads, the H heads, they're all the same.
How long did it take me to teach you how to power shift them?
You had me doing it real fast, I think.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah. 72 Charger Rally 340 4-speed, cool or not?
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. Not really classic, but what do you think about the Isuzu Rodeos 90s? I've seen them last a long time.
Yeah, they're tough little. Yeah, they're tough little things.
Good night, Curtis.
Good night.
What trans are you using for the Ram Charger build?
It's got a 727 in it, and that's what we'll keep in there. It may convert it to a stick at some point because I got a set of clutch pedals in the shed that'll fit that truck. But for the time being, we're just going to use the 727 that's in it.
Okay. How long can messed up spider gears last in the rear end? The pinion and ring gears are fine.
Not very long.
All bearings are fine because I caught it in time.
Not very long at all. Once you start getting spider gear noise, like, you make a turn and it goes cluck, 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 as you make a turn, they're not long for this world.
Let's see.
And actually, if you get noise and it hasn't actually grenaded yet, it's probably the cross shaft that's making the noise.
Do you take the blue Roadrunner out in your garage out at all?
It hasn't left the garage in like 2 years,
We'd
3
like
years.
to see it in a future video.
You will definitely see it in a
We're
future
talking about
video.
it today. Let's see. Given the same car, who gets better 1/8 mile times, UT or UK? I think Tony does.
Oh, I mean,
I
I weigh about 60 pounds more than she does. So I would say that all else being equal, she would get a better ET than I would.
Yeah, but you're good off the line.
I said all else being equal. If you put us in a car that has equal traction,
I got a better time in the PTX than you though. You got mad at me. You get so mad at me.
I wasn't mad at you because you got a better time. I was mad at you because please.
You run up the car.
I didn't know where you went.
I ran the car.
I didn't know that. Well,
Ever mess with anything pre-muscle car?
Pre-muscle car.
What, like the Savoy?
Yeah, I mean, I've messed with countless cars. You gotta remember, before I've had many lives. Okay, I did the magazines. I did the Top Fuel thing. I'm doing this now. But in between, I was in the coffee business for years, right? But in between, I was always a mechanic. I always had a shop thing going, or as I ran shops out of the house. So I've worked on a countless number of cars. and countless variety of cars. And I don't even know what the question was, but I probably answered it that way.
My internet went down before I could hear your answer about the Vortec 350 and a 99 Suburban as a daily driver.
As a daily, it's a great combination.
When will the Fox body prices go through the roof?
I mean, they're kind of doing it right now, aren't they?
Are they? When's the last time you looked at prices on Fox body?
Oh, back when we were during the summer when we were looking at when we did the documentary.
We were looking at prices?
Yeah, we were looking. I was looking at the market in general.
Okay. When are you going to continue bracket racing, Mrs. Landy?
When are you gonna do that?
I don't know. When the track is open?
Yeah, I'd love to see
I
you
almost
continue with
won.
that.
It's the best race you've ever seen, right?
She raced.
The other day.
I swear to God, right? She
It's
raced.
so funny.
She raced an Oldsmobile Bravada, right? And this is 8th mile now, right? And she dialed in at like 21 seconds. Okay, it's 8th mile, right?
Yeah.
So she dialed in at like 21 seconds, and his whole Bravada dialed in at like 17 seconds, whatever it was. And like, she left the starting line. I swear to God, like this, look.
It's so
Okay.
slow.
Right? That's the speed. And she got out there, and then as all the Bravada leaves, just quiet, just goes, and I'm like, oh shit, look at that. And I'm watching, and she's like way out there now. And his Olds is catching up, and I'm standing up in the fuck, I'm like, go! And she lost. And the reason she lost is because I changed the dial in on the car, and I fucked her up. She broke out because of me. Otherwise, she would have won.
No. He
Did he?
Yeah, he edged me out like just as the last second. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
It was the most exciting and intense
though.
drag race I have ever seen in my life.
Let's see. Hello, Thanos Toolbox. Let's see. We need a free taxpayer money. Oh, I don't know.
You stop reading questions.
I'm sorry, I'm looking for them. What's the difference? Wait, hang on.
Look
What's
how
the difference
fat
between a demon and a dark sport?
Oh my
Because you're
God.
eating a lot of pizza.
Oh, fuck.
What's the difference between a demon and a dark sport?
Oh, the darts, they just changed the name of the demon. They got rid of the demon name after 72, and it just happened to coincide with the body style change. The grill and taillight change that came with the 73 A bodies. Then it went to the beak nose. So, essentially, there is no difference between a demon and a dart sport. It's just a continuation.
How far down the quarter would Mrs. Landy be before the bottle rocket leaves the line in a bracket race? At the end.
At the end.
Yeah. Hello from Mars, New Jersey. What's up, Vince? Let's see.
With Mrs. Landy, you know, I've never been into bracket racing. I kind of missed the whole bracket race thing, right? So I went straight from like street to blown nitro, and I missed the whole middle ground. So, but like I was aware of bracket racing, and I knew that like the slow cars have an advantage in bracket racing. So I was like, Mrs. Landy would be the perfect bracket race car because it's so slow, right? And as it turns out, there is such a thing as having a car that's too slow for bracket racing.
Yeah.
She has to leave on like the second bulb. You know what I mean?
Yeah, really.
It's like, you know, stage, first bulb, second bulb, start driving, right?
And then
hit the pedal. And then by the time the green hits, you kind of rolling.
It was hard figuring out. Like,
It
where
really
to put the
was.
car in the light.
So we actually found a car that was too slow for bracket racing.
Yeah. You recently responded to my comment about looking into getting a 79 Camaro Berlinetta and recommended I get a G-body. Can you tell me which is the best one to get? I just want reliability and style.
Oh, geez, it's hard to go wrong. I mean, for style, I would say, you know, honestly, the Grand Prix were like really nice. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to beat the Monte Carlo, the Grand Prix. The Regals are kind of hit and miss, you know. The Cutlasses, the 442s, if you can find a Cutlass 442, like, you know, 82, 83, 84. Although I think those are starting to get up in price now. But I mean, for comfort, style, I would go I would try to find like an early '80s Grand Prix.
Roscoe, Uncle Kathy, did you receive my email about my stickers and shirt? No. Send it to me again.
Thank you, John. He would buy a Mrs. Landy shirt.
A Mrs. Landy shirt? Maybe we make a Mrs. Landy shirt.
If we make a Mrs. Landy shirt, you'll get one. We'll send it to you.
Do you like any English cars?
Do I like any English cars? I like MGs. I like all of the smaller English cars. You know, like the earlier stuff. I dig Anglias. Jaguars, really, like the yeah. I mean, yeah. I would say that there's a pretty big cross section of English cars that I really like. Yeah.
Oh my god.
What's so funny?
No, nothing. The trolls tonight.
I missed it. I gotta put my glasses on so I can see the trolls.
Yeah, you don't need to see the trolls.
I want to see the trolls.
People have way too much time on their hands. Do you think 66, 67 B bodies are cheaper than 68 and later because people don't think of them as muscle cars?
Yeah, they don't have the muscle car image, image,
Yeah.
and they don't have the
They don't have the badging.
You know what I mean? They're not right. Yeah.
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 They're understated. Let's see. What is David McCauley saying? What would sell like crazy? I missed it. If you already have the graphic of the t-shirt Tony's wearing. Yeah, I have it. I've got the screen. How hard/time consuming is it to sell it on your site? I can make them. Like, I can make them now, except I lost my templates. We had a problem with the computer, and I lost a bunch of files. So I have to redo my templates to set up any items in the store, and that's time consuming. So that's why they're not up there yet. Tony, do you like Toyotas?
I have nothing against Toyotas.
John Holborn says, I saw that troll but was merciful. Fubar says mercy is for the weak and sniped him.
Nice. I love you guys. I really do.
You guys are awesome. Let's see. Great job, John. When do we get the dollar on YouTube vid?
How to make money on YouTube?
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Maybe really soon. I really do want to do that video because I know like a lot of you guys are trying to do channels and stuff like that, and we've learned a lot, you know.
Trial and error.
I mean, but you know, and we lucked out. You know, it worked out. So yeah, I really do want to do a video on making YouTube videos.
Let's see. Are you guys out of Kansas?
No, we're in Nashville, Tennessee.
Have you ever stuck a fish under someone's dash in the winter?
No, but I mean, I've done a lot of stuff. No, yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. But yeah, no, I've never done the fish thing. No.
Ever make it to Bonneville?
No, I'd love to go, but I have never been there.
Let's see. Thoughts on 70s Thunderbirds? Looking at a few around here.
Ooh, they're pretty cars. They got good engines. You know, you can't say anything bad about the styling. You can't say anything bad about the drive lines on them. But man, the electronics and just those were very trouble-prone cars.
My phone's over there. The do's and don'ts of running tunnel rims.
Do's and don'ts of running tunnel rims. I don't really have an answer for that.
Uncle Amityville loves the Manhattan shirt. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Do you like the 49 to 51 chop Mercs?
I mean, I'm not really a custom guy. I've seen a few of them. How do I even answer that? You know, it's like one of those things. It's like I'm not an aficionado of 50s custom cars, but when I see one that's done right, like anybody else, I can appreciate it.
What can you do to avoid roller lifter failure?
What can you do to avoid roller lifter failure? Keep your oil. I mean, it got stuck coming out. People throw the craziest questions at you. No, it's not a crazy question, but it's just like it's like
fish under the dash was a crazy question.
not as crazy as that one, believe it or not. Not that that's a crazy question. Usually, it's. I mean, you know, if you get impurities, if you got an engine with a lot of shit in it, and some of it finds its way into the rollers, into the bearings, I should say, you know, like the needle bearings in the roller that causes problems. Basically, man, just keep everything clean. Make sure everything is clean.
What old car mag was your favorite and why?
Oh God, when I was a kid, my absolute favorite was Drag Racing USA. With Superstock and Drag Illustrated a very close second. And like during that period of time, like I want to say like 1969 to like 1973, 1974, anything that had funny cars on it, I was like a freak over, you know.
Oh my goodness. Would you ever mess with turbos?
Yes, I would love to mess with turbos, just not on my own cars.
Tony, do you remember the infamous lean burn system that Chrysler put out?
Sure.
Oh my God, the nightmares I can recall.
Yeah, I never had any nightmares with them. I just automatically deleted them, you know.
Can you recommend any good classic Camaros as an everyday car? I really love the look of them.
I don't know, guys. Some of you guys know Camaros a lot better than I do. Why don't you give him some recommendations?
If you let the blinker fluid get too low, then roller lifters will fail in 27 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that problem.
Yes.
15 versus 16-inch tires for cost and availability on trucks.
Oh. I don't know. I'm not Uncle Cooper.
Thanks, Fubar. Let's see. 70 to 73 Camaro for the win.
Yeah, but they're expensive. Yes, I mean, what's more beautiful than a split bumper Camaro, right? But I mean, you're gonna spend loot. He's looking for a daily driver.
My phone's gonna be dead.
Look, use that.
No, I gotta move forward because I can't see. Can you pull the computer closer?
Sure.
All right, that's good. I'm all right.
Oh, what do I do?
Oh no, I plugged my phone in.
Oh.
It's okay. All right. Joe has to go outside. All right. Tony, ever worked on any old trucks, and are there any you would recommend for daily driver?
Ever work on any old trucks?
Yeah. Like how old? We talking 30s, 20s, 30s, 40s?
Yeah, I mean, I've worked on trucks from all eras. You know, I mean, your most trouble-free stuff is going to be from the early '70s. But your toughest, simplest, you know, classic quintessential trucks.
Ever played with flathead Fords?
Not in any sort of hot rod capacity, no.
Oh, what happened? Are we stuck? Okay. Do you have any feelings towards old 80s boxy two doors? I've got an 85 Crown Vic two door with a T5. I love that thing.
Nice. That's a cool combination. The Crown Vic with a stick. I love that.
Where do you buy most of your cars from?
They find me.
They find
They
you?
find me.
We find them online. Okay. Okay, as a daily 73 to 84 with 305 make decent, reliable drivers. Camaro? What are your thoughts on old Chevy square bodies? I can't get enough of the square body K5 Blazer or the GMC Jimmy.
Okay, me being a Chrysler guy, that's why I bought that Ram Charger. I love the square bodies, but there's no room in my mechanical universe for anything that isn't a Chrysler product because I've got parts, I've got experience in parts and everything else. But the reason I got that Ram Charger is because of I love the Blazers. They're just I, beautiful vehicles.
Do you have a favorite website for finding project cars? No, it was Craigslist.
Was Craigslist, yeah, but Craigslist is pretty much dead now.
Now Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Just hunt those places. Let's see. Do you consider yourself stuck in the 60s or 70s?
The
you
70s.
stuck? You're not really stuck.
I'm not stuck. I
No,
choose to be
we're
here.
not stuck.
Yeah, it's a happy fucking place.
Like we embrace the modern world, just not all of it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I embrace.
Yeah,
hit it right in the head.
Yeah, just not the whole
Obviously,
thing.
we're on YouTube. You know what I mean? But we're taking full advantage of the best of today's technology, but mechanically and culturally, I prefer the 70s, and so that's where I keep my head.
You prefer the 70s? Is it just the 70s? I don't know. I don't know if it's just the 70s, Tony.
Well, it's a mixture of all different things.
Yeah, it's a big mixture.
Yeah. But the current era doesn't really, the modern era doesn't offer, to me, the modern era doesn't have anything of any real substance. There is no culture other than anger. Just like that.
There's a lot of that.
That's the cornerstone of the North American culture is anger.
Yeah.
And I don't want to deal with that, right?
Right.
So so we do cars.
Yep.
Good
night, at Zero.
Good night, Zero. Thank you, brother.
Best car to buy now is an investment.
Anything pre-computer.
Yeah.
Anything from the 60s. Okay, pre-60. Okay, earlier than 1960. No, right? They hadn't fully matured yet. Anything from, let's say, 1962, 3, 4 until 1980 are the high water mark of analog mechanical technology. And so those cars are completely suited to be used in today's world. So anything from that era, anything from the very early 60s until the very early 80s is definitely on the radar to be collectible. It doesn't matter if 2-door, 4-door, doesn't make it could be an import, it doesn't make any difference. As long as it's from that just pre-computer control era. The prices are only going to go up.
Was it a culture shock moving to Nashville from New York?
It was a culture relief. It was a culture relief.
A little bit for me. I had a hard time.
She had a problem with it, and for me, it was like Nashville is very reminiscent. This area that we're in, we're south of Nashville, and the city is very reminiscent of the New York City that I grew up in.
But not the New York City I grew up in.
In the 70s.
We grew up in two different places in New York. I grew up in a very older part of the city. Let's see. Have you ever been to Deer Park Avenue on Long Island?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
How critical are you about setting up 904 throttle linkage when using low car cables?
I never use the cables. I only use the actual mechanical linkage, and it has to be done right.
Let's see. Straight Six fan, love your channel. Thanks, Eric. Damn, I still get culture shock in Florida. Florida's a weird place.
Florida is a weird place.
Stop smoking, Tony.
No!
I try and
She's trying to quit.
Yeah. I hardly been smoking at all.
And I'm finding ways to smoke more.
Yeah, I tell them to stop because I can't take it. Anyone know of a car called a GT0? I heard Vice Regard say that in his video. I've not been able to find it since.
Never heard of it.
Let the man smoke. Harry. The bugler fuels his genius. Is that what it is, Harry? I don't know about that. Oh, national treasure. You're a genius. This is what I have to live with, guys. Tony without the lung busters is not Uncle Tony. Who is he then? Why put carbs on top of blower?
Why?
Why not? Are you answering the questions, Tony?
No.
All right, you're falling asleep on the couch, guys. I'm sorry. All right, Tony.
I'm pondering my oneness with the universe.
All right, Tony.
Give me an
I think you're done for the night.
No, I'm not. We
You
only
were
just
just falling
just
asleep
started.
on the couch. Oh my God. All right. I can't. All right, Tony. You sure he's smoking? Yes, it's tobacco. It's tobacco. I think he's just tired. Who drives better, a man or a woman?
Women are actually more conscientious.
I've been in the car with some bad male drivers.
Yeah.
Tony was dumbfounded. Yeah, I know. All right. Have you ever been to Davenport Neck? That's where my dad worked when he came over from Ireland at 14 years old. Davenport Neck? Where is that?
I have no idea.
I don't know where that is. Let's
I've been
see.
to Davenport, Iowa.
Who has more parking tickets, you or Tony? Tony
Oh yeah, maybe.
has more parking tickets.
They don't really have parking tickets here in Tennessee, but in New York, I'm back in like 1998.
He racked up like $3,000 in parking tickets.
3,000.
Under my name.
I made. They had the New York, the Daily News published the New York City's top 100 scofflaws, and I was like number 99.
You used to go to the office, the magazine Harris
Yeah,
magazine office, and he would double park every single day. And then I found out that I had like $3,500 in parking tickets. Oh, all right. Mr. Shine, 1971. I have heard you can run a front-wheel drive converter Mopar in a 904 or 727 for higher stall. Any truth to it?
The trans that they used in like the K cars was a 904, and they just turned it around sideways. So I would imagine, yeah, I wouldn't doubt. I've never heard of it, but I wouldn't doubt that the converter would be a slip in.
New York City changes parking rules daily. True. Can you tell a 340 from a 360 just from a quick drive, and why?
From a drive? No.
Okay. No, not from a drive, Tony?
Yeah. Not from a drive. You can tell from a glance just by looking at the damper, but you can't tell from a drive.
I sent that email again about the stickers and the Crown Vic. Hope you got it. Okay, I'll check it. My phone is charging right now. It's got like 0 battery, but I'll check it in a little bit. Thank you. Let's see. Do you remember the Chrysler wagon that would talk to you?
Your door is ajar.
That I-24, I-65 isn't exactly fun to sit in during rush hour.
No, it's a nightmare.
It's terrible. We try and avoid it at all costs. I live in Arizona. Please explain parking tickets. Nice.
Yeah, if you've never had one, I can't explain it to you.
Let's see. Do you set up your own rear end gears?
Yes.
Uncle T got me a 67 Newport named the Big Body Bitch.
Nice. Nice.
Can I send you a Christmas card? Sure, Michael. Can we build something together if I bring all the parts, Tony?
Probably not. No, I have way too many cars, way too many things.
Not enough hands.
Not enough hands.
Let's see. Move to California. It takes 3 hours to go 40 miles. No, thank you. Let's see. Favorite whiskey? You don't
I
drink.
don't drink.
Yeah, Tony doesn't drink. Where's New Zealand?
New Zealand. He was here a little while ago.
Yeah. In the London, you have to pay $12.50 a day to drive due to low emission zones enforced 24 hours, 7 days a week. If you don't pay, you get a 80 pound fine.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy. Do you think that's coming here?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not?
They've always been really restrictive and weird in England.
Always?
Yeah. That's not to say like in the cities you won't have goofy shit like that, but you know in the rest of the country, you know that's the problem. Like you know it's like they judge. People think of you judge a country by its major cities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and that's not it. Like especially America. Like, you know, you guys who aren't American, like you know, you look at what happens is like New York or Chicago or Los Angeles, say, oh, that's America. And it's like, no, man, this is a little fucking dot. The rest of us is we got it together. We're in good shape here.
Jake, how much horsepower do the stickers add? I just ordered a couple, trying to figure out how many I need to run the 10s.
Oh yeah,
like 10 horsepower each, right?
Yeah, something like 10 horsepower each.
Yeah.
It's been proven by science.
John Adams.
Thank you, John.
Thank you. Thank you guys for the entertaining and knowledgeable videos. Keep it up. I can't wait to see what's coming.
Thank you. Appreciate
it. Let's see. Climate change freaks from Europe. It's a big scam.
It is a big scam.
Let's see. They've always had goofy stuff in England. That's why we had the Revolutionary War.
That's true.
Oh man. It's all coming here if we don't vote, John says. You think so?
And
I don't know.
I don't know if it's all coming here, but yeah, getting out and voting.
I think people would just like ignore it, you know? I don't think the people here would really follow the rules. I think everybody just ignore it. Let's see. Trying to put together a nice 360 recipe with 587, 188/160 heads and cast crank and rods. Help?
I can't just pull a recipe out of my ass. I don't really know what you're. Yeah, I don't know what your intended use for the car is or anything like that. I mean, you got a good foundation to do pretty much anything you want, but you have to know what you want. You got to be specific.
My buddy was wondering how rare his car is. 74 Charlie 360 red orange color. Burnt orange?
74s are 74 is the lowest production number of all of the e-bodies, so I mean that would make it rare right off the bat. And I don't think too many of them had 360s in them. But I mean, you can go to there's a bunch of different sites where you can check the production numbers on something like
all
that.
All par, right?
Yeah, well, I think all par. But yeah, no, that's a fairly rare car.
This is like Mopar therapy on Sunday night. Love it. Any interest in diesel Dodges?
I'm not a diesel guy. You know, that's not to say I don't like them. You know, I do, but I'm not a diesel guy. I'm a you know.
Paint the pants, paint it. I don't have time to paint anything.
No, that's that same guy.
Which guy?
The one that we keep booting out of here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Get rid of me
again.
Yeah. Nice try, brother, man.
Oh my gosh. Move. Do I have to hide the user?
Yeah, you gotta hide the user.
Oh, let's see. This is too much work. No, it's hidden. It's hidden. It's hidden. All right. I have no time for this. Let's see. Where is the 100,000 award?
We're supposed to get it tomorrow.
Tomorrow. It's coming in the mail via USPS. It'll be here. What are we gonna do with that, Tony? Are we gonna make a video?
Yeah, I know. We'll see how it
rolls.
rolls.
Do something, yeah.
Good night, William.
Hate the people that come in and do that in chats. Our shots have been pretty good lately, right? We
Yeah.
haven't had any problems.
The
Now,
mods are on it like fucking.
all of a sudden, they're out in droves tonight.
It's one guy who's just finding his way. Baby, give me a later.
Here.
Thanks.
That's the problem. Laugh out loud. You think you're special. Do we think we're special?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. He's been posting weird stuff all night. I'm like, what? Oh, man. When are you doing the 6-pack on the Ram Charger?
We're gonna start on the Ram Charger in January. Another few weeks.
Thanks, N2O Elko. Congrats on the award, it says. Laugh out loud. Tony said, yeah. What does the guy that's banned do? I don't know. What are the top 3 websites for moving A-body parts?
I mean, for everybody's only is the king of them. BigBlockDart.com was pretty good, and oh god, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Right now, Facebook, really, the Facebook groups. You know, there's a lot of people moving
Facebook
parts.
is very hard to sell on.
It's hard to sell on, but
We're better
there's
off on
action there.
forum. Oh no, it's brutal. Selling stuff on Facebook is brutal. I've done it. People will talk to you for like days about a part and then just disappear. Why did it take so long to get the award? I don't know. They have to review your channel to make sure that all of your subs are real and that you followed all the rules. And I don't know. It just took a while. I guess they want to wait until you're over 100,000 for sure. Can you do a video on Gremlin versus Pinto?
If somebody brings me a Gremlin and/or a Pinto, yeah, I'd love to.
Is the Ram Charger 4-wheel drive?
No.
No, it's 2.
I don't screw around with 4-wheel drive stuff.
Oh, okay. You remember back in the day, some guys take 4-door car, cut middle out, then weld back, making insane short wheelbase, funky little cars?
That was a big thing with Chevelles. I know I saw a Dart done like that, but I saw a bunch of Chevelles done that way. You know, yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Let's see. Have you ever jacked with rotary motors?
No.
440 or 426 Hemi, if you had to choose between the two.
I mean, if it's a street motor, you know, definitely a 440. The only place the Hemi really has any advantages is where you got to move a ton of liquid through a motor, like in a nitro application, blowing alcohol. But for most applications, the 440 is a much better choice.
Why don't you mess with 4x4s?
Say that again now.
Why don't you mess with 4x4s?
I'm not an off-road guy. Like I like dirt bikes and shit like that. But I'm not an off-road guy, and to me, the extra weight and complication and parasitic drag of the transfer case and an active front axle is just not for me.
What's up, Ryan? Has anyone ever dragged with a straight 8?
I'm sure.
Oh, okay. UTG is one of the very few family-friendly channels on YouTube. What's their holdup? It's coming. It's coming in the mail tomorrow. I'm excited. Let's see. Thanks for the info on the valve jobs. John, I'm paying substantially more where I'm from. Blah, 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 blah. Hello from Oregon. Thank you for all the info. Awesome. If Tony disagrees with no replacement for displacement, would you build a short stroke Coyote?
I don't know why I would de-stroke that motor. The only reason I ever de-stroke a motor is to meet a class requirement that require a cubic inch limit. So I mean, yeah.
Do you have your own website for Mopar parts? No, we don't sell parts
We don't sell
anymore.
parts anymore.
We have a website, but we don't sell parts anymore.
Right.
Have you ever thought about doing a meetup or a small car meet? I know I live in the area just from occasionally seeing stuff. I live near in your driving vids. I'd like to meet you in person.
Josh, if we don't have
Thought
the time
about
to
it.
organize something,
Yeah.
you know, if somebody wants to step up and organize a meetup and get together or whatever, yeah, I mean, we're definitely down for it, but we're just maxed out. You know, we just don't have the time. There's like
We haven't
thousands of
stopped
comments
moving
I gotta
since
get
we
to.
woke up this morning.
There's
Like,
thousands of fucking emails that she has to get to. It's just like you can't believe, right? So it's like, you know, we don't have the time to set something like that up, but we would definitely participate.
Hey guys, if I miss your emails, just resend it to me because I have so many, it's impossible for me to get to them.
Oh yeah, it healed up really good. Oh, good.
Yeah,
Right,
you look
there's the camera.
nice. It
Yeah.
looks nice. Have you ever drove in an E-Type Jaguar?
Yes,
Did you like it?
I loved it.
You did?
Yes,
A Jaguar?
Jaguar.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to say it. Is Tony a two-stroke guy? He likes dirt bikes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ring, ding, 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 ding. I love two strokes.
Would you rather install hardened valve seats or just use lead additive?
I mean, it just depends if the motor's together. You know what I mean? Like, don't break it down.
What damage will occur running on street without air filter?
Not a whole lot. I mean, obviously, if you're gonna drive like 100,000 miles through like deserts and like, you know, yeah, you want to use an air filter, right? But like for me, for like limited use cars, you know, stuff that only gets used every once in a while, you know, 20 miles at a clip, 50 miles at a clip, whatever it is. No, I don't bother with an air filter.
Okay. Are you going to do Power Tour next year?
Yeah, I'd like to. I'd like to. Actually, I'd like to send Uncle Kathy and somebody in the Charger.
You.
Definitely want to send Lamb Chop and Bottle Rocket. It's one of the reasons why Bottle Rocket has an overdrive trans in it. You know, to do stuff like that.
What? Fubar? Yeah, thanks, Fubar. All right, are beehive valve springs worth the extra cost?
They're good.
Franklin quick change rear end for street use?
Why not? If you can afford it, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Have you used ATF to wake up an old set of lifters?
I have not.
Since Tony refused to watch football till leather helmets come back.
I'm not a sports ball fan. I don't really understand, you know, any of that.
Oh my goodness. Do you ever hear from the Power Nation people? No.
No, but I would hang up on him anyway.
Ever rock GT40 heads on a 302?
No, I did not.
Let's see. Love that my two favorite channels refer to each other, UTG and Nick's Garage.
Nick's Garage
This
Rock.
is awesome.
Right? Yeah. He's such a happy guy.
Yeah, he's so nice.
I was watching that. He did the
Tesla video.
He did the Tesla video.
He's so nice.
And the Tesla truck.
We can't do the Tesla video.
I was like, you know, Kathy's like, you should do a video on the fucking Tesla truck. I'm like, no, I got nothing nice to say about it. I'm just gonna come off as a fucking. And so I watched Nick's video on his reaction video to the Tesla truck, and it was like I wanted to go to Canada and hug him. You know what I mean? Because he's such a happy fucking guy. Nick. I've never met him, obviously, right? Yeah. But man, he's just totally fucking thumbs up.
He's very kind.
Yeah, he's a really
he's a
genuine, real fucking guy. Yeah.
Nick's happy. Then there's Tony. Just kidding.
Oh, I'm not bad. Come on.
Tony has his likes and dislikes. Let's see. Have you ever put two-stroke oil and gas? I heard it lubricates the carb or something like that.
No. I mean, I put the two-stroke oil. I've used premix, yeah, obviously with two-stroke, you know, motorcycles but no, I've never used it in a car.
John says you're both happy and full of info. as a gift to us gearheads.
Well, thank you.
Tony is happy most of the time, unless he's talking about something he don't really like.
Well, I have that dark side. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
the
It's like
darkness.
the darkness. You know what I mean? I'm very goth. A lot of people don't. You know.
Yeah.
I paint my fingernails black sometimes.
Yeah,
I like to
right.
sit in the dark. You know.
What's your opinion on Motor Trend partnering with Discovery?
I think it's all heading for oblivion. I think Motor Trend is doomed.
I wish they'd stop showing repeats, right?
Yeah, I
It's all
think
repeats.
honestly that the whole Motor Trend thing is circling the fucking bowl. I don't. It's just a matter of time before it gets flushed. YouTube is the place. And I don't know if YouTube's always going to be the place, but for right now, YouTube is the place. There's nothing that they can. There's such a variety on YouTube, right? That there's nothing that the establishment can do to compete with what's available here for free. They want you to pay $5 for this, $10 for that, a subscription to the other thing. Why? When all you have to do is just go blah, 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 and what do you want to know about? Blah, blah, blah. There's 400 different videos on the same fucking topic. So it's like, no, the whole establishment, Motor Trend and all of that is just circling the fucking bowl.
So UTG was steampunk, yeah. We're pretty close. We don't have a Steam anything.
No, I love Steam. I mean,
Yeah.
but
We should do that. Can we build a Steam something?
I'm
No
going
one's
to build
doing
a
that.
Steam dog petter for Poppy.
Ever use a matchbook cover to set point gap?
Yeah, on occasion.
Let's see. What's the deal with Motor Trend buying the rights to Top Gear? I have Amazon Prime and still have to pay per episode. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember when we weren't supposed to have commercials with
Oh, please.
the cable? Now we're still paying.
Fucking commie shit.
It's crazy. Tony, is there thick and thin wall FE blocks? No, you have a cigarette. That's enough.
Stop.
Is there thick and thin FE blocks?
I don't know. You'd have to ask somebody who's much more familiar with FE blocks.
Okay. Boil a pot of water, steam humidifier. Very funny. Honestly, I like Motor Trend on demand, but I pay $5 for a month and binge watch the shows I like, and then wait an entire year and do it all over again. Let's see.
Oof! One of the puppies just farted.
That's great. I'm
Oh,
sure
man.
viewers really want to know that. Uncle T, you're great, and don't let the trolls discourage you.
Oh, I love the trolls. They're you know.
I think they're annoying when I'm trying to read like real questions.
Yeah, they're a little annoying, but I mean,
They don't bother me, but if I'm trying to read real questions, like then it's
Do you understand the family I came from? I was born I was trolled from birth, right? So there's nothing anybody can throw in there that's gonna affect me.
How many avocados do you go through a week? You don't eat avocados.
She eats avocados.
Do you have any preference for transmission oil? I also think MT got greedy, jumping on the same wagon as all corporations do, pushing subscriptions, which I think stinks to high heaven.
Yeah, no, forget it. All of that is over. It's all over. All of those subscription sites are about to head the same way as print magazines did. You know, it's free content.
Why do you think that? Because people want to watch these shows, though. A lot of people are like, "Oh, it's $5. Just pay it." You know what I mean?
It's not that. You can get the same information, the same level of entertainment for free. So why would you pay for it?
Why would you pay for it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe because you like particular shows. I don't know.
You'll find similar show.
I'm playing devil's advocate. Yeah, there's similar shows, I guess. I'd like to see pics or video of your top fuel car. We have video on VHS tape.
Yeah, she's someplace.
Someplace, yeah. We'd have to transfer it. Alex says, just wanted to say thank you for the awesome content. Love watching your shows. Keep it up. Thanks, Alex. Let's see. Puppy pooted. Yep.
Pepperoni dog fight.
Oh my God. Do you know of anyone running nitro in a slant six?
I don't, but it's really the perfect engine to run in it.
Why is that?
Well, the bore and stroke relationship, it's ideal.
Real GTX from 67, $7,500. That's not bad. It's not a bad price, depending on the condition. Put Steve Dolchik on YouTube and let the rest burn down.
I agree.
Tony agrees, John. What happened to the Ask Uncle Tony YouTube channel? We don't have time.